I partake in the content, and like when you be posting when y'all be posting the pictures of like you singing karaoke and stuff like that, and I'm always like, why did you let her do that? It was a good
No,
idea.
it wasn't bad. It was not bad. It was like all in good fun.
It is.
Yeah, karaoke's totally fun. What are you talking about?
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's. I haven't done like real karaoke before. I mean, I've done the karaoke games, and I've done a lot of singing in like rock bands and stuff. But I don't think I've ever done real karaoke. I don't know how I would fare in real karaoke. I had a one of my coworkers. She belongs to a local moose lodge,
Oh.
and they do karaoke on some Fridays. She invited me to go, and I was like, "Cool, I'm gonna go." And then it was just kind of like every time she says, "Okay, we're gonna do it today. You come in?" Because she got to sign me in, of course, because I'm not a member yet. I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'm coming." Right? Yeah, about that.
You should go.
Yeah, get in there.
You don't gotta sing. You just sit there. I'm telling you,
Right, just
like it
hang
makes
out.
you. The first show when I went, and you know me, it was like fine. But I went and I was like, oh, so nervous, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then I did the song. What was my first song? I have no idea. But I did a song, and then after that, I was like, oh. And then it was like a rush just hit you, and it was like, I need more karaoke. And then you just go, and then you sing, and it's like, what else can I sing? What else can I sing? And I got to sing. I sang "Don't Stop Believing."
Of course, that's one of the go tos. Especially that's one of the white people go tos. Don't stop believing. What's the other one?
Living on a prayer.
Living
Haven't
on a
done that
prayer.
one yet. I haven't done that one yet because I can't hit that. Wah, wah. I can't hit that note.
Don't stop.
I have,
That's
yeah,
not gonna
when I
stop.
do it on Rock Band, I have to go full falsetto for that because I can't do that not with this voice. But I have look. There was a time where I went to PAX, not PAX. I went to MagFest. Went to MagFest, and you know sometimes they had the Rock Band set up, and so we kind of camped out there for a little bit. And I heard this lady, the last time I went, I heard this lady completely destroy Rolling in the Deep. And it was awful. Like awful. Awful. So this is a few years ago, so I was still doing Rock Band Customs. So I went home, I found the song in Rock Band Customs, downloaded that to my drive, put it in the put it in the 360, and I sang that shit myself. On expert just to see if like was she really that bad or like could I do it. And you know what, I killed her score. I destroyed her score. But I was at home. There was no audience or nothing like that. So it's a little bit of a different situation. But I think I could have slayed something that day.
Well, it's no secret. We all know each other's fine. So remember,
Yeah, we're family.
Yeah. What was that game that I had? And it was like a sing along or karaoke game or whatever. And our Joyce, Pooh Bear, JJ, whatever, she sang the sorry.
I'm just looking.
Lips.
That was the name of it?
Yep.
I loved that game. Oh my gosh. And so I remember singing the Viva no. That is an awesome game. No, the Viva the Coldplay song.
Yeah,
And then that's how she started singing Carmen Chameleon.
That was the first song that she sang. And actually the I'm gonna tell you something. The audio boo of you recording her singing that song still exists on the internet.
It's so adorable.
It still exists on the internet. And that was the first time that she actually sang a song. She was singing the song with you.
Yeah,
that was cute. That was back when she was still cute.
Yeah, well, you know, she's a teenager now.
Yeah, ain't nothing cute there no more.
No, so that was fun, and then like rock band nights and stuff was always like fun. But yeah, I mean,
I miss rock band nights. I really do. I really miss rock band nights. Even like after, like even after, I still would like invite family and stuff over. But like with me being in Richmond, it's kind of hard to get the band together.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time, especially since I've been in Richmond, that we got the band together. Like the only time that I've had, like, since I've been in Richmond, a group of people playing rock band is when I played rock band at your house.
Really? That was like, how old was she? That was her 13th birthday?
That was
pre-COVID, right before COVID hit.
Right before COVID hit.
Yeah,
yes.
That was February 29th, 2020?
That was weeks before everything got shut down. So that was the only time that I had like a real. And then the worst part about it is like some of my stuff stopped working after that day. I don't think it was that day, but some of my stuff started working that day. And I haven't been able to get it working since.
We have the rock band set up right now.
Yeah, we do for Halloween.
And I think I broke the fog machine.
We pulled out did we do the fog kit that day? The fog kit and the strobe lights for the birthday? Did we have that?
I think we might have set up the strobe and the little connector thing, but not the fog machine.
Okay.
No, we definitely didn't do fog.
So we have the fog. It was like a hand-me-down, or more like a handoff, because this shit is crazy.
Because what I don't think we did either, because those things are designed for 3, right? And I had 4. Rock Band 4.
Oh, Rock Band 4 versus Rock Band 3?
Yeah, I had to. I don't have Rock Band 4, so I had to pull out the 360 and hope that it still had the game on it. It actually did. It's got a bunch of crap on there that I think I would play for Extra Life. But I plugged everything in and actually had the game on the hard drive, because it was a pain in the butt connecting to Xbox Live, like 4 updates later. And then it did 1 puff of smoke, and then that was it. I was like, okay, let me put some fake fog juice in here. And
right. Looked up how to make your own fog juice. Went to the 3 different stores to get 4 different ingredients. Hooked it all up. Was excited. Like, yeah, this is gonna work. I got this. We saved so much money, $10, and put everything in, and it just was like, nope.
It was like.
and then actually bought the fog juice, like the cheapest one.
Yeah,
at
clean it out.
Right, at parties. The cheapest one, $10, and then put it in, and it was like,
Right.
Sorry. But it didn't matter, because like our whole thing was like, so our kitchen is basically the front of the house. Like, you enter our house through the kitchen, and we have like the windows in the kitchen that look out onto the street. We live in like a townhouse community, and so kind of like Friendly Drive. Remember Friendly Drive? Okay, so kind of like that. So basically, for those who are listening or watching, thank you so much. We appreciate you. But your typical townhouse area with like not a cul-de-sac, but like the UV thing, like the horseshoe thing. We're kind of on that. So the front of our house is our kitchen, and we have kitchen windows. So our thing was, okay, we're gonna fog up our kitchen and have strobe lights and have music playing, the creepy music playing and stuff, and have our setup, which was all of that was supposed to be outside, but it's gonna rain. So it's like, okay, we'll just do it inside, because whatever. We had 1 trick-or-treater, but it didn't even matter, because the fog. Nothing worked except for the strobe. Like nothing else worked except for the strobe.
Yeah,
and we bought we have like 2 tubs of not tubs, but we bought like 2 sacks of $20 candy. And then I got nervous that we didn't have enough, because we bought it at the very beginning of October, and of course we've all been snacking on it. So it's like, crap, I gotta get more candy. So I go to the store and I buy like the Reese's brand. Are they Mars? No, they're Hershey. We buy Reese's everything. It was like 3 for $10 of like what did we talk about? The bite size and then the fun size. The fun size of the Reese's cup, fast break, and take 4 or Take 5.
Take 5.
Take 5.
Yeah. He was like, oh, we're going to be the good house this year. I was like, yup. Yeah, one
You're on
trick or
the good
treater.
house,
Like,
yeah.
literally one.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying that they didn't get very much from very much kids coming by for trick or treat this year. A lot of them participated in like trunk and treat.
Trunk or treat. Yeah, that's like a thing now.
But yeah, that's like what people are doing more than the actual regular trick or treat. I never see any kids around here. Like I never.
Yeah, you got a bunch of like old heads in your neighborhood.
Yeah, and also like my neighbors started to move out on Halloween, so like so like it was just a bunch of bumping and banging and all of that kind of stuff. So I just kind of put on the TV so just to distract me from all of the noise that was happening next door. And I never see any kids around here. So like it's if you don't count the teenagers that stand on the corner.
It's like the perfect street for it though.
Right.
Yeah.
Like your street looks like it was the shit back in like maybe even the 80s, but like the 70s, 80s, I don't know about 90s, but your
90s,
street looks like it was the shit. Like nice area, friggin' awesome.
Right.
But then you drive down it now and it's like, hey man, what's happening? All right, I got you. Okay. And he like a pit walk down the street.
But I mean, it's also
like they're still stuck in the time.
It's also Virginia, so like right now, like if you walk up and down the street, because I have a few times, because I got a coworker who lives up the street, and my coworker buys candles from me. My coworker buys candles from me, so sometimes I'll walk up the street to his house to give him the candles or whatever. But like it's kind of hard to not notice the weed smell.
Yeah, I can kind of see how that's a thing.
Yeah, because it's legal here, so like it's kind of hard to not notice the people just kind of smoking weed.
And it's like so funny because it's Virginia, but I guess because it's Richmond, you have a bodega like right near. There's like a bodega in Virginia. Like what the hell?
Yeah, that spot. Let me tell you something about that place. I think that place just exists so that they can have the gambling machines in it. Because I went in that store once. Me and Pooh Bear went in that store one time, and I will never go back in that bitch ever again. It's like they have barely enough for it to be called a store, and then they just got a whole bunch of machines in the back, like about 4 or 5 machines in the back for people to gamble.
I think
pachinko machines.
The actual like the gambling machines that you would find at
like a slot machine,
one of those, like slots and like the kind of machines that you would have at one of those
casinos,
Rosie's, like one of those Rosie's type places here, and they tried to get an actual casino here and they voted it down, but apparently there's going to be one
took over NASCAR.
Well, NASCAR ain't been popping like, I think COVID ruined NASCAR because it used to be
there in Richmond, maybe. Yeah.
Right. No, in the Richmond Raceway, COVID changed NASCAR completely because usually when there was a race, especially a regular like a NASCAR race, not the Truck Series or any of that other stuff, because remember I used to live right there by the racetrack.
Yeah.
Like if a race was on that day, you need to make all of your plans to stay at home because you were not going to be able to get out of you were not able to get out of the house, can't get back in. Like there's a couple of times where it was just like cars upon cars upon cars, and then like it's just a constant, once the race is on, it's just a constant drone. It sounds like a bunch of really big angry bees. Like it's just like it sounds like there's some bees and they are really mad at somebody and they are circling to fuck somebody up. Like that's what the NASCAR race sounds like from that close of a distance, but not quite there, but like it sounds, and it was just bad. And that was an all-day event, and they took all of the lanes on Laburnum leading up to there were all in earlier in the day. All lanes were going towards the racetrack, and at night, all of the lanes were going away from the racetrack.
So
like, you
basically,
couldn't get anywhere.
So what you're saying is, when I won them tickets, got off work at like 5, race start at 7, forget it.
Forget it.
Okay.
Forget it. I remember all of that stuff. We used to. I will tell you. Remember? Well, you probably don't remember, but Joe, the guy that I worked with at Public Storage, who is the it was his friend that we gave the tickets to.
Okay.
That we gave the tickets to all the time. Joe lives up here now, and I saw him in Walmart a couple of times.
Oh.
And every time I see him, it's just like, don't notice me, because I don't really feel like talking
about NASCAR. No, I remember giving tickets though to the other people. They lived out in like the area, like in the wood, like I don't know. They live far, and they were like hardcore NASCAR fans.
Yeah,
there's a couple. They were young.
Yeah, but it was just kind of crazy. But yeah, I see him every once in a while when I go to a certain Walmart, and I'm just like, please don't notice me, please.
Oh, that's messed up.
No, because he saw me one time. He saw me one time, and that was one of the early times when they built that Walmart right there, and that was just kind of, he was just kind of blah 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 blah.
I mean, but that's what the older folk do, though.
Yes, and he is very much like that. Bruh, I really liked Joe, but he smelled like straight yesterday's beer. He smelled like yesterday's beer, and he just blah 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 blah. And I was like,
yesterday's
beer. Every time I see him,
he smelled like Miller Lite.
Yeah, he smelled like I had a lot of Budweiser yesterday. It's coming through your pores, dog. It's coming through.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I know that smell.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, so
I'm trying to share out the links to all the homies, everybody on Twitter. That's all.
I shared it on Facebook. I have not shared it to Twitter. I will share it to the Twitter.
To the Elon Musk.
Elon Musker.
Yeah.
You know something? I never noticed. I ain't noticed anything different. I did know the one thing I did notice since Elon Musk is taking over, that there are some real crackpots out there, and they're just saying random stuff. Like, cause
that's been this whole time.
No.
They bold now.
This got worse. It got worse because have y'all seen Puff Daddy's Halloween costume?
Halloween? You mean because like he got scared on the Ellen show? He was like, oh.
It was like him and Kim Kardashian, right?
No. Yeah, he was. I don't
remember what he was though.
He was in full makeup, and he was the Joker from Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was on the couch.
He was in full makeup, and he was in full on Joker mode. He actually almost got in a fight with somebody because he was fucking with somebody in his Joker mode. But here's the thing. Now it was an amazing costume. Like, this is like somebody who has money that can pay somebody to do his makeup and stuff like that. He still had his beard and his mustache, so that looked a little bit weird. But other than that, he looked like the Joker. He did not look like that was Puffy underneath all of that. Like, he did not look like
what Puffy. Joker though? Like, what version of the Joker? Heath Ledger Joker.
I said the Dark Knight. I said Dark Knight.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so like his costume was immaculate. And he was playing the role. But see, here's the thing about New Twitter. New Twitter was going off. Tom, my son, this motherfucker was in whiteface. Like, are you fucking kidding me? He's a clown. Clowns have white faces. What are we talking about here?
Like, that's how clowns dress up. Like,
is that a thing? White face? Are we calling it? Is that what it is now?
I'm guessing it's a thing now because they were going off about him being in whiteface, and it's like, he's a clown.
Yeah.
Well, not even just a clown. He's a comic character. Right. Now, if he was if he was in whiteface because he was supposed to be George Clooney, Joe Biden,
right,
or
right.
any other like literal white person that's an actual person, not a comic character. Like I don't know. But then here you go. Black Panther is a comic. So if a white person put on, to look like
you don't need to be in blackface to be Black Panther.
Here's the only thing that you wear the costume.
Mm-hmm.
Don't paint your face. That's all you gotta do. Right. Don't paint your face.
Okay,
that's it. So that's all you gotta do. Don't paint
how
your face
is it different? So no. I'm not. I'm just wanting to know, like, how is it different for, someone, so like a black person like us or whatever. We want to be, Heath Ledger, Joker. I get it. Joker was a clown.
You dressed up like the Joker.
He was a clown, and he had white.
White Joker makeup on. It's actual makeup. That's like the mask.
So he actually had the clown makeup on, like a mime or a mouse. Exactly. Now, if it was Puffy, sorry, I would say dude, whatever. If whoever, anyone was like, okay, I'm gonna be Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker, and he was, because Joaquin Phoenix didn't have.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. He didn't have clown. He did not do the.
Yeah, the whole thing dancing down the steps with the red outfit.
Did he?
Yeah.
He had a clown face.
Did he?
I didn't watch the movie, but I did see that at some point he had a clown face.
That was a good friggin' movie.
Now, if he tried to be Bruce Wayne, then...
Okay, so if he was portraying Bruce Wayne, then that's a racial issue.
Because clowns typically have white faces, so like as the base...
Yeah, they wear the white, white paint.
But it's white, not skin tone white. It's actual white.
Well, let's face it, like blackface isn't skin tone black, it's actually black. So.
Exactly, but it's still
blackface is usually black.
That's a good point to go back to, because somebody being in blackface is the reason why we are able to smoke weed.
I don't get it.
Because the governor got caught.
You mean Virginians?
The governor got caught.
Oh, yeah, we know.
And
I was
when they wanted to get rid of dude, I was like, no. Leave him there. Hold his feet to the fire. And now he got to do something to like earn.
Yeah.
He got to do something to earn this. And then that's what we got weed. We got weed out of it.
Yeah.
Dang. Life come at you fast.
And then the guy that preceded him was a trumpet. So, so like there's checks and balances, I guess you would say.
Right.
The system works.
Yeah, it works the way it was intended to.
Well, I don't want to really talk politics.
Let's
not talk. No. I was gonna say I don't really.
That's not politics. That was a statement of fact. It wasn't.
No, I know. I was just gonna say, but we live almost literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from a state that might have Dr. fucking Oz. So, shit happens.
I thought you were gonna say a skip and a jump from the White House, but
no, we're not a hop, skip. We're like an hour and like some change from the White House.
For a lot of people, that's a hop, skip, and a jump, because I know once I moved to Richmond, it's weird, because like if I need to go somewhere that's not in my immediate area, it takes me a half an hour to get anywhere. That's not crazy? In my immediate area.
And I thought like military traffic was the worst. No, it is not. Shit. You out your damn mind. I will take military traffic and like random like stops any day over this shit that I'm dealing with here.
But they said the worst traffic in the country is 95 North. They said that
95 North.
They said that's worst. They said that is worse than California traffic. And you know how they speak about California traffic? They said that 95, especially like the Maryland, the DMV area, 95, DMV area 95 is the worst traffic in the country.
Well, it's because it's like all government, right? We got Virginia military, and then you got like literal DC, then you have like Baltimore and Marylanders who commute from Maryland to DC or even Northern Virginia for work.
And you got football games. You got FedEx.
Yeah, and you got all the
Davis
friggin'
Stadium.
football.
You got freaking Nationals.
Baseball games.
And the
Walgreens.
baseball. Yeah. I get it.
The Walgreens.
for
the
sure.
Commanders messing up crap on a random Sunday, like out of nowhere.
The Commandos,
Right.
the Commandos. Like I think they said
Commandos.
O'Leary is getting ready, is doing the preliminary. They're trying to get him to sell, and they said that he then hired Bank of America to explore selling the team. So he might actually be selling the Commandos.
To where? Or you mean
No,
just so he's not the owner no more?
So he's not the owner anymore.
Gotcha. Yeah, they've
They
been trying to
want
get
him-
rid
they
of him
want
for a
him out.
while.
They want him out because he has that big market, and the team is trash, and he's not filling up the stadium.
But they
so,
winning though.
And those fans are diehard.
The Commandos,
Yeah,
the Commandos ain't winning much.
I
They're not
know,
winning
but the
much.
fans are
They kind of
diehard,
are. Look, I do the thing.
though. Oh yeah, we got.
Yeah, well, I'm in like this. It's called Pigskin Picks, and it's basically it's the local radio station here. They're doing like this like fantasy football thing, but it's not kind of the same. You just pick what teams are gonna win each week. Look, yo, I am out of how many people? Like 500.
Oh yeah, it's like most of the state plays.
It's yeah, but out of
radio area,
like
a
let's
ton of
just
people
is
play.
it 500 people?
Yeah.
I am rank 40. Your girl ranks 40, and every time it's like the Commanders are winning, the Commandos are winning, the Commandos. I'm like,
Well, they're 4-4.
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
40. You see, they're like shooting.
they're
Even. So it's like, so here's the thing, like, freaking Commanders or Does? Are you being funny for Does?
I
Commandos.
call them the Commandos. They the Commandos
okay.
forever for me. Like, cause nobody likes that name. Like nobody
Well,
likes.
I
that
call-
name.
I call their
the Washington.
I
football team.
call the baseball team Walgreens team because it's the same
W.
logo, same font. So right, okay.
Walgreens
So
and the football
the
team.
the Washington D.C. football team, those fans are like Cowboys fans and Steelers
Yeah.
fans. They're friggin' everywhere. Like it doesn't even matter what state you're in. Oh, I root the Steelers. Oh, I root this and that. So they're like everywhere.
But you know the difference, right? Because you've lived here, and like Virginia, since we don't have a team like
Right. It's either Steelers,
people
Commandos,
like
or Cowboys.
No, you can find somebody who likes everybody.
Somebody likes everybody.
Every team, because like just out of the people
yeah,
that
like
just out of the
Sean,
people that I work with.
Vikings, or
Yeah.
no, Packers.
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 Yeah, I work with a couple of Packers fans, got a couple of Steelers fans, couple of Cowboys fans. Like I got one of my coworkers is a Raiders fan. Like, it's
Oh,
just
Raiders.
everywhere.
Oof.
Like I've never, like I tell people all the time, I have never seen a situation like the first time that I went to the mall up there, and I went to the sports store. And like around here, you can buy anything. There's so much
like
that
a
you can
Modell's.
buy. And in Baltimore, the sports store got two sides. Orioles side and the Ravens side. And there's nothing else in that store.
But you've been to Boston, and it's all Patriots or Sox. So
Right,
it's the same thing.
but
yeah.
I don't think we actually did. We really go to a
98
mall or anything like that's what I'm saying. Like when I went to the mall there and I saw that thing
Or
and it was
Old Bay
just like-
everything, right?
right.
Oh,
it was just Old Bay
It's
everything.
Manny
I
Hawkins.
was
What
like,
up?
I went. That's Mama.
Oh, hi.
So like the Old Bay thing was kind of weird to me because the first time I went up there and I was looking at a menu. It had like a little bit of everything on it, but then it was like their breakfast
Old Bay.
menu was like you can get some eggs and some Old Bay on it. It's like why would I want eggs?
Right.
I mean Old Bay on my eggs. Like
This is great.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
I have no.
It's
I
like
have no
salt and pepper
desire.
at the same
Look,
time.
it is so serious. They put it on ice cream, okay?
Heck
It is
yeah.
on ice cream. It is on ice cream. Okay, and then remember, season, I think 2.
That sounds
I put bacon
disgusting,
on
by the
ice
way.
cream one time. It was great.
Well, Burger King sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
So in the Wire,
Bacon seems like okay, that's worth a try. But Old Bay on ice cream, bro? Like
Heck
no.
yeah.
No,
I've done
never
it.
tried it.
I've done it.
No.
Have I tried it? I
all
don't
the
think I tried
all the
I've done
no.
it. We've done it. Sweet frog.
it.
Yeah, the thing that makes me so upset though is when you go somewhere and they like charge extra for Old Bay seasoning, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding? We're
Why would
like
they charge
in
you extra?
the area
Like,
where
this is the
it's
place to put Old Bay
exactly.
wherever.
But you want wings, $10.99. You want Old Bay wings, $15.75. It's like what? That makes no sense.
That's wrong. There's, I mean, no, all the nope. But I got some coworkers that when they came out with the Old Bay hot sauce,
Mm-hmm.
they were all about like trying to order the stuff online. It's like, oh, they sold out here. Like maybe they got some over here. Like they're scrambling and trying to figure out where they can order this from. Like it was the
Really?
weirdest. It was the weirdest thing. I mean, I guess that don't mean nothing to y'all, but like for people outside of y'all, like people were scrambling for that Old Bay hot sauce.
Well, okay, so I got two things. So there's a remember the place, the fish fry place or whatever that was like up the street, and it was called Old Bay Seafood. It was right on Kecoughtan Road, right there where the hostess used to be. Right, and we would go there. Me and cousin would go there to get the seafood. So him and I drove past. He was like, "That's spelt wrong." I was well, because it was OLE and not OLD Bay. And I'm like, well, if it's trademarked, and no. But then also the other thing is up here, my coworkers at the bank got pissed. Hold on. They were so excited for when like the McDonald's fish sandwich came out. That's a classic sandwich. But when they came out with the Old Bay fish, they were so excited for it.
Is that just for y'all?
Huh? I don't know.
I'd never heard of that. Was
I
that just
don't
for y'all?
know. But McDonald's
only
came
been
out
here.
with the Old Bay fish sandwich, and everyone, my coworkers, were all about it. Like they have like the tub of Old Bay, like literal tub that probably costs $500 for the season. You gotta. Oh my gosh, I used to carry them on. It's fine. So they tried to convert me. It just ain't happening. But
you don't like Old Bay.
Right. So anyways, they came out with this thing, and my coworkers were so excited for it, and they were like distraught as if they lost their dog when they found out that all it was their tartar sauce mixed with some Old Bay seasoning and not like the actual fish fillet, like the actual fish fillet seasoned with Old Bay. I'm like, what the hell is the difference? Like you can, I guess, because now you like before that you could go and I mean I guess they upcharged, but before that you could just go to McDonald's, order the fish sandwich, and sprinkle some Old Bay on your shit, and it's like the same thing.
I mean, you probably are. In like y'all's case, you might have some in your bag already. So like,
Right.
We're going to put a little something on it. But I went to around the earlier times that I used to come up there to see Pooh Bear. Me and Pooh Bear went to some restaurant, and I think it was an Italian joint that was around the corner from where y'all used to stay, over there by Food Line. Pooh Bear went. Me and Pooh Bear went over there, and we were ordering the food, and he was like, "Oh, you," and I ordered some fries and something else, and he was like, "Well, you want some seasoned fries?" And I was just like, okay, "Seasoned fries? That sounds like a good idea." He was like, "It's just Old Bay." I was like, "No, thank you." He was like, "It's just Old Bay. I'm just gonna put some Old Bay on it." No, I'm good. But like, there's still like, I still got family that really is about that Old Bay life. I'm just not. I
think because as Virginians, like I remember like auntie, and then like living up in the area where I was born that I don't want to speak upon, there's all seafood. So like auntie would have like Old Bay and everything, and would just use it strictly for seafood. So I think being here in the Baltimore area, like yes, Old Bay, everything. Fries, chicken, fish, pork, you name it, plant-based, I was just like, ugh. Like we have We have what?
Wait. Vegans are Old Bay too?
Yes.
Huh?
Good on.
You got some Old Bay vegans?
Right, like yeah, you put it on everything, like eggs. You put it in. We used to mix it in beer. Like there's Old Bay everything,
Beer?
no doubt. Yeah.
Okay, so you already know that I'm not a beer person.
I haven't.
Like,
I mean, that was like early on when I first moved here. But yeah, we used to put it. Yeah, we're Truly's, and I'm wine.
Okay.
So
I got a bottle of wine that I've had in my fridge for over a year.
what kind?
I have an apple Moscato.
Oh,
That what
gross.
happened was my
happened?
my coworker, her husband had gotten sick, but you know he would drink wine. So we had a party where she had like a cookout or whatever like that, and we just bought him bottles of wine.
You bought a Moscato?
No, this is what happened. I bought him something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's something black because I wanted him to know that one was from me. But
That might have just been the brand.
but no, it's the Stella Rosa Black or something like that.
Oh, like rosé?
Stella Artois.
No, that's beer.
It's like Stella Rosa and something, and it had black on it, and I was like sold. And so, but then I was like, well, I'm spending like $14 on a bottle of wine for him. I need to get something for myself. So I just grabbed the first one that looked okay to me.
No.
And so I grabbed, and you know me, if I'm gonna drink wine, I want a sweet wine. I don't want.
You don't need to have. You shouldn't. No. But go ahead.
But so I bought that, and I just kind of put it in the fridge, and I just
wait. Did you open it?
Nope, it's never been opened.
Oh, okay. It should be fine. Closed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just in the fridge, and it's been in the fridge for over a year. Like, cause Bean done gone, going off to the afterlife and everything. It's been over a year.
Oh, he passed
since that party. Yeah, he had cancer. That's what.
I'm sorry.
But, it's
sorry.
It's a crazy situation, but
yeah.
So he's already gone, and like I still got this bottle of wine sitting in my fridge.
So you should open it and drink one for your homie.
And and I got a can of Mike's that's been in there for. Now see, here's the thing. I had 2 cans of Mike's. Now we did
2 cans. Like what size?
It's the tall can.
It's 24 ounce. Okay, 24 ounce. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Mike's lemonade. I lost the signal. Oh, I lost the signal for a second on my end. I don't know what's happening there.
We can hear you.
So So what had happened was, me, Rashani, and Jay,
shout out
the old Dream Team crew, we started another podcast where it was a show where we did a different type of show every show.
Okay.
It was kind of like an experimental type thing. So one of the shows we did, Rashani was going to read a choose your own adventure book. We voted on the where to go next and all of that kind of stuff. Okay. Every time we died, take a drink.
Oh, ooh. Shit. I think you told me this before.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Rashani has some good ideas.
Yeah.
And I was I'm a lightweight. Mm-hmm. I didn't actually start drinking until the actual day I found out about y'all. Like I didn't actually start drinking until that day.
Roll Tide, so, I know.
Yeah, Roll Tide and all that episode is still on the internet if you know where to find it. But I didn't start drinking until that day. So I'm a lightweight when it comes to drinking, like very much so. Last year, I bought some wine coolers for myself to drink on my birthday. I made it about 1.5, and I was messed
You bought some
up.
Smirnoff? All right, Gerard.
Was it Smirnoff, or was it the fruity kinds? What's it called?
Smirnoff.
Yeah.
No. I don't think it was the Smirnoff. It was the other ones. You know, the ones that you can get at Walmart. They got them stacked up on the side, and they like.
We can't get that at Walmart here.
Okay.
Remember when I did the 40 cast Halloween, and I had the Smirnoff blueberry 6-pack, and I was like, head in the trash after that,
Yeah.
like puking.
And somebody passed out and then woke up. Like,
Was that Vic?
I can't remember who, but I know it was on that. That's back in
Allegedly.
the old podcast.
Well, there was a show where
There was a show where Rob got messed up.
Yeah,
and he was just gone.
He
was
was
just
like
head
rubbing
down,
the cat.
gone.
Louis.
He was absolutely
He
gone.
was terribly gone.
Was that Louis?
Yeah,
Who did the Four Loko show? Where
that was Rob Phenom and them. They did the Four Loko shows.
Okay.
They did the Four Loko shows on each of their podcasts. So they did them all in one day, and they were drinking Four Locos during their podcast. And the further along they got, the worse it got.
Yeah.
But when during that show, I took like a couple of sips, and I was just like, yo, is anybody else hot? Like, I was just kind of like, I was sitting here like, yo, I'm like really warm right now. I like took my shirt off. I had on my undershirt, of course, but I took my shirt off.
You were doing a podcast in your undershirt?
No, I podcast in my drawers all the time. Like, I don't wear pants around the house.
But we can't see that. An undershirt, right. You can see it.
But it wasn't a video podcast, so they could see me. They could see me, but no one else could.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I took my shirt off. I had my undershirt on and like all kinds of stuff. Like, but then again, like I rarely wear pants around the house. Like, I don't have.
I mean, that's anyone who doesn't have kids in the house.
Yeah, I don't have any pants on right now. I'm really sitting here in my drawers.
My uncle. That's my uncle.
but I got so messed up. Like, by the time that show was over, I was gone, and I had made it about 3/4 through that can.
So, you had a can?
Yeah, the can of Mike's. That I used a can of Mike's that day.
Oh, I can see it. It's like yellow with blue writing. Ugh, God.
Yeah. It was not a good day for me.
You can't hear any of these sound effects, can you?
I cannot hear any sound effects.
Dang.
Do you see them?
You can see them.
Like, you saw Obama and stuff, my uncle?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And Travolta, my friend?
I wasn't looking at Travolta. I was really kind of looking at myself because I adore me.
You're so vain.
No, I'm not. I'm not that vain. It's just the camera on the thing that we're watching, right? My picture, my camera thing is over top of what everyone else is seeing. So I'm like really large, and then there's another version of me smaller with y'all. So like it's a little bit weird.
Well, no. Fine.
So I was really kind of looking at me to make sure that I ain't look like I was drunk. I'm
trying to figure out. Well, you're not drunk. You're not drinking, right?
No, not today. I don't drink. I don't drink very often at all.
Well, that's just not the thing. I love some wine.
Mm-hmm.
I know I do. Wait, so I'm having an issue. It's like, do I look right here? Where it's like I'm looking at you, listening.
Yeah, because when I'm looking at you and I'm talking to you, like you're down there,
right here,
in the screen, like you're down there.
Yeah.
But like if I look in the camera, then I can't see you.
Right.
So it's a little bit weird.
So if I look right here, I can't see shit. Because also I have eye issues. Like I have bifocals now.
Okay.
It's fine. But it's like I'm making sure I look here to make it look like to the audience that I'm looking you in the eye like we're interviewing. Right. But we don't need to do that because we have a formality anywhere, like whatever.
But that still looks good.
We're family. I told you, we're family.
Yeah.
Okay, edge me out of the scene.
I'm not edging you out the scene. I just was like, trying to get my feet.
You gotta be like.
I don't want to be all up in the CPU with my knee.
Okay.
It's fine.
New case and new computers. It'll be great.
Yeah, and it can be like a desktop one.
I need the desk for all my desk stuff.
Yes, all this wonderful shit on your desk that takes up space and dust.
It's only a little bit of dust.
That sounds like a plan. Like,
I still wait on my new keyboard.
Anyways,
I still have this SteelSeries keyboard. It started to mess up on me the other day, but I got this a couple years ago for Christmas, and I love this thing except for the fact that I got the cheapest one and it only turns blue. Like it's only blue.
Don't you hate that?
So like I can't change it. But here's the problem. The mouse can change to all of the different colors, but my keyboard can only be blue.
It said my mouse could change different colors, but all it does is rainbow. That's it.
It's so awesome. Is that SteelSeries?
No,
Right, that's like the same. That's the same brand as your headset.
Yeah, I'm all about the HyperX now.
You helped me get that headset. You recommended it.
The HyperX is great. I have SteelSeries up on the wall here, but HyperX.
Yeah, I got my mouse changes colors, but I changed it to blue because
what's your favorite color?
My keyboard was my favorite color, but also my keyboard can only do blue.
Oh,
so
my keyboard does
so. But you know who has all the colors of the wind on their keyboard and mouse? The teenager has everything.
Doesn't know how to change it. No interest in changing it. This is like whatever.
The teenager has absolutely everything and deserves absolutely nothing.
Dang. Shots fired. They were all accurate.
No, shots fired.
She could be listening.
She could be listening. She don't really care
number
about
2 up here on the stream list.
She watching.
Viewer number 2.
We love you.
I hope not.
No, she's fine.
I hope not.
Yeah.
All right.
If you watch and go do some schoolwork.
Yeah, right.
Shout out Nanny and me also watching on a tablet. Shout out to our third viewer, whoever that may be.
All right, so
I have it up on YouTube, but I don't have it playing. I just have it so I can see the chat.
Gotcha. What's your Twitch name? Are you still streaming? What's going on?
Well, yeah. Moving onward through the fog. Let the people know how they can get in touch with you, find you, see you. Content. I know that's usually at the end or the beginning, but we're kind of in the middle. It's like fine, you know.
We're like transitioning into the gamer part. That's where I shine.
Right. Okay, we can do this first, and then we can do the gamer part. My gamer part is really short. Like I've only played a couple of things, so it's not.
I don't know. I heard about some tutorials on YouTube. Creativity.
Awesome stuff, man. Yeah.
I wish I actually got the views. But that's a conversation.
No,
that's a
at least.
That's a conversation. That's a conversation in a minute. But how you can find me? I mean, I guess on the Twitter while everyone is still there. I'm Scarfinger. I'm mostly Facebook main. I'm a Facebook and Discord. Discord, the Geeks on Raw Discord. Yeah, the Geeks on Raw Discord is usually where you can find me. And
wait. Back up. What did you say?
The Discord.
The what Discord?
The Geeks Gone Raw Discord.
The what?
The Geeks Gone Raw Discord.
Gotcha. Okay. You put like a link in there somewhere.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You know Geeks GGR. Like what are you talking about? You was a part of it.
Yeah, but you gotta have like a link to go to the Discord so you can have some people up in there, you know?
You're in the Discord. You can't find it.
You was a part of it. Like, what are you talking about?
All right, I'll have to go and put that Discord list then.
I can get you a link though. I can get you. But like I pretty much main Facebook. I'm on Facebook pretty much all day because it's something I can do at work. It's something I can do at work. Yeah, because I got. See, here's the problem. Here's the problem that I had with Twitter. Twitter used to be my main. Twitter's
great.
And I used to be on Twitter all day, every day. But what had happened was there was a time when I kind of walked away from social media for a little bit. And, I was still doing podcasts. So people would just send me friend requests all the time. So I would just confirm them. I would just be like, all right, cool. We can be friends, whatever.
No.
I don't care. And what happened is when I went back, the signal to noise ratio on Twitter for me right now is way off. Like way off.
And then you don't know who to unfollow and all that stuff.
Yeah. Right. And I don't want to unfollow anybody. I've never blocked anybody.
Yeah, me neither. Well,
yeah, I've never blocked anybody.
No.
I've unfollowed people.
Yeah,
I've unfollowed people, but a long time ago, I unfollowed somebody, and he showed up in my DMs crying.
Oh, I remember when when someone unfollowed you, and because they were like, F you, and now.
What are we talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's fine.
It's 2 A's, I think. I think I know. What
2
you're talking
A's? No, it's a C and a J.
Oh yeah, okay. Somebody. Yes, yeah.
Someone got pissed at you and was like, "F you."
Yeah. I was being a jerk though. I was really being a jerk.
No, you kind of like weren't.
No, I was, because what had, I mean, I don't want to tell the story, but I mean, you put me in this situation, and I have to tell the story. But this has
No,
it
don't tell
has
the
been
story. I
discussed.
also got off of Twitter, and then I just made a second name, and then this Twitter has blown up like crazy. And
I
maybe
also
should
got
go
off
back
of
to the old
Twitter, or I was kind of like ran off of Twitter, and then when I went back to Twitter, it was the same old bullshit, and I was like,
You didn't get run off of
F Twitter.
I find Twitter to be weird because like I still have a lot of my video game friends on Twitter, and they
you gotta
they're
find
still
new ones, man.
they're still doing Sony and Microsoft stuff, like going back and forth and
That is so
yelling at
No.
each other and stuff. And I'm just like,
That's
when
so
do
pointless.
when do we grow up? Like,
Right.
when do we grow up?
So like,
Play where you
here's the
wanna
thing.
play and tell
Here's
the
the thing.
companies to let you play with them.
So I still
Exactly.
I have friends on Facebook that I've been friends with in Virginia since middle school, right? And then, we're still cool, like, oh my God, yay. And then I have friends, on Facebook that are like Virginia at bank when I was like, at the bank when I was in my 20s, early 30s. And it's like, yay. And then I have Facebook friends that are like, I pooped today. I peed today.
Yeah,
I picked my
Facebook
kids up
friends
from
that-
school today. I'm gonna
Facebook
kill
friends-
myself today.
Yeah, the Facebook friends that share like their every thought.
Oh my God.
Twitter.
They
But
are
guess
the
what?
absolute
Scroll through it.
worst.
But guess what? That was my ass. That was me. Oh, I had this thought today. I farted and it smelled great. Or I farted and it smelled like eggs. I woke up this morning and I opened the hole and I got dressed. It was like, cool. A play-by-play, sure. Then 40 years old kicked in. 40. And it was like, no. So all y'all who are my age that are 40 and you're still doing this shit, grow the fuck up. What's her name? The comedian. I sound like her cadence. The one that I really like.
Margaret Cho.
No. Tell her father called, not her.
Margaret.
The most recent one.
Melissa Villaseñor.
No, the Asian chick is a comedian that I really like. She was always pregnant in her Netflix special.
The Tiger Mom.
The one that Matt made me look. Anyways,
Always
so
Be My Maybe on Netflix.
yes, always be my baby. Anyway, so it was like
know
that.
this.
I'm not trying to sound like her, but it's like 40 kicks in, and you're like, yo, I ain't got time for this bullshit.
Ali Wong.
Ali Wong, I love her. It's like, I don't have time for this shit. Like, literally, who gives a fuck? So here's the thing. And then people are still like, oh, I blocked my son from this message, but I'm having sex with my husband tonight.
That's
Okay.
weird. I don't. Yeah, I find all of that to be like super weird. As an adult, like like back in the day, it was like one of those things to where it's like you just put everything that I was just putting everything.
Because
that
back
I
in the
thought.
day, we were under 40 years old.
Right, and then I look at my time hop sometimes.
And
I
it's
look
like,
at my
what the
time
fuck?
hop
Why did I
sometimes,
post
and I'm like,
this?
Look at
why
time
did
hop.
I say that?
It's
Like it
Exactly.
just
It's a
makes
Facebook.
no sense.
It's a Twitter thing, I thought. I do have. I
Yeah.
thought.
Well, I used to
Spanish
have the
doppelganger.
thing where I put a hashtag, and it was a hashtag. If I put it on Twitter, it will automatically send it to Facebook.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it
I
seemed like
remember
okay.
that.
So my time hop for today, that I reposted this 3 years ago, but on my Facebook memories it says, "Shout out to Dollar Tree cheese that doesn't melt no matter what you do to it." Broke dude.
Well, that's just
tweet.
government cheese.
Why
But
did
that's
I-
like actually funny though. That's like a joke.
Why did I do that?
But that's a
what- I
joke. That's
It was
funny.
a joke, but like, why did I need to say that? Like, what was the purpose? Like,
I don't know. But like some of my shit be like, yo, I woke up this morning and I got out of bed. Shout out to being alive. Hashtag living. Like, okay. I mean, okay.
It's just I'm not about that life no more.
No, because we are above the age of 40. We ain't got time for that. We got other issues. We have other problems, other things. Congratulations. We are middle-aged.
You speak for yourself.
You middle-aged. You stop. We the same age. We 9 days apart.
I'm still a young man.
Okay.
With a lot of grace. With a lot of grace.
I don't know if you're on Twitch. I can't shout you out on Twitch because I look up your name and I see Wormhole Matt over here.
Oh, we know where Wormhole's Matt.
Yeah, he's
get off my planet. Rachel, not Rach. That
right.
Matt. Okay.
Another person that
Shout
uses
out.
Time Hop, and I'm like, what is Time Hop?
Time Hop. She is famous. Rachel, not Rach, is
like, Rachel,
famous for Time Hop.
Get off my planet. Live in today, not in the time hop of yesterday. I didn't see the tweet, and I don't care about the tweet.
I'm in Twitch now. So I pulled up Twitch. So I got Twitch now.
Twitch or Twitter?
What is your Twitch?
No, I'm in Twitch.
You're not Scarfinger 800?
I'm the Scarfinger.
Oh, that's someone else. It's got a raccoon on the. I guarantee you don't want a raccoon as your mascot.
Look, the last thing I want to be is my black ass associated with coons. No, we're not going to associate my black ass with coons. Not today.
Oh God!
Not today. Not
we
tomorrow.
have a car dealership here, and the car dealership name is Coons. Get your car from Coons.
Yes, there's one around here too. I've seen it.
I'm like, come up with something different.
I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I mean, that might be somebody's name.
I mean, it is a
but
K,
there was name. But then again, I got tagged in a post a while ago because there was somebody, I think he played for Green Bay or something like that, and his last name was Kuhn, but it's like Kuhn or something like that. Like
Con?
His last name was Kuhn, but it's like no, it's Kuhn. It was pronounced Kuhn. It's like Kuhn or something like that. The dude. But they was like, oh, Scarfinger will get a kick out of this. No, the fuck he won't. No. What we not gonna do is associate Scarfinger and Coons together in any way, shape, or form.
No, like literally no. No, we're not doing that.
Not at all. But yeah, those are the places to find me. And now we can get on with the show.
No, wait, what is Twitch though?
Oh, sorry, we were still on
my Twitch. I told you my Twitch is the Scarfinger. I don't even think I have an icon. I don't have nothing. It's the Scarfinger one no space. The Scarfinger.
Oh wait, all right, let's do Twitch.tv/.
Do you want me to say something? I could say something in the Twitch.
Yeah, do that. I guess the problem is if you don't have any clips, then I can't like do it. Hey, look at that. Oh my gosh.
But when we do the show, we do the shows Scarcasm, we do them from the, I think what is it? Hold up.
Drink.
It's a different Twitch. It's a different Twitch. I think it's Nepo. It's Nepo. We do it from Nepo.
Is that a Twitch?
An IPO.
I know.
NIPOE.
Twitch.tv/Nepo.
That's the one where we do the shows from.
Nobody has clips on there. Let me tell you about clipbot.tv.
I don't think we have clips because like we really just use it just to he just uses it as a place where he can live stream the show and then just download it so we can put it on YouTube. I don't think we do a whole bunch of clips.
There you go.
Can I say something?
Right, follow the Nepo. Don't look at the acronym, but definitely follow that.
No. The acronym is, it's a way of life, dog. It's a way of life. Sometimes you look, when you're an adult, you don't have time to do everything super difficult. Like I got to get the most challenging experience. No, nigga, I play on easy. Like this is like Like that was the whole point of it. Like, and I actually have a shirt. I have a Nepo shirt, and every once in a while, my coworker who is a Confederate supporter always asks me, what does that stand for again? But when I
play on easy.
No, I say ninja. When I speak to white people, I say ninja.
I know. So check this out.
So
I'm gonna
probably in a bad place as a Caucasian white person. If you hear somebody talking about ninjas,
oh, you in a bad place in Richmond anyway, because that was supposed to be the capital of the United States.
Then,
No, it was supposed to be the capital of the South.
Same thing.
No, because there still was another part of the United States that it wasn't going to cover.
I was just telling him today. So where he was like, so we thought that there was no school because the calendar of the school system said there was no school for Columbus Day off, no school. And I was like, okay. And then it was like this big whole thing with whatever. I'm not going to talk about that. But then, so I'm like checking the calendar for November. Oh my God, we can't make any mistakes. So I have Veterans Day as a school day off. And then I compare it to the calendar of the school system. Nope, you got to go to school. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell? So then it was like, so I was like saying how Columbus Day should be Indigenous Peoples Day and have that off, right? And it was like, yeah, it should be. It's about time. And I was like, well, shit. In 1995 or 6, they finally in Virginia took off Lee Jackson King Day and just made it ML King Day. And someone from like
we used to have a day dedicated to
Lee
Martin
Jackson
Luther King
King
and two Confederates. Martin Luther King and two Confederates used to be celebrated on the same day
until like 96.
And
when I was being a person from a state that I don't want to associate myself with up north, I came down and I was like, what the fuck?
What's wrong with your home? Your previous home?
Huh?
My previous home is great. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the previous to the previous home.
I'm sorry, you're talking about the state where my passport literally says where I'm from? I just got my updated passport literally today in the mail. And it said it. I was like, oh.
I mean, you can't really escape it.
I can if I don't talk about it.
Okay,
I only have
fine.
to talk about it because it's on my passport. My passport says that state. But I'm just like, fuck that state all up in the ass.
I won't say nothing. We'll keep
Please
this
don't,
We'll go
because
with,
it's like the most undercover state in the whole country, maybe.
It is.
It's probably not.
It's not.
It's not
Is it?
probably
Is it
not.
undercover? I don't think it's undercover.
No.
Well, see, I didn't know. I didn't know it was. I didn't realize that it was that racist until I was an adult.
I'm gonna tell you
But
something.
when my sister calls my mother the N-word, then that's when you know you're from a state that's racist as fuck.
I mean, does she got a little bit of that in her too? I mean, but okay.
So she called my mother that.
I've been to Alabama a couple of times.
Well, I've been there once. I've been there once.
Yeah, I've been to Alabama a couple of times, and I felt like Alabama. I was in
home. I was
in
home.
Birmingham. I was in Birmingham, and I've been in Montgomery. And I felt like that was less. I felt like that was less racist than Massachusetts. Like seriously.
We don't speak.
But then
did you feel? Hold on, real quick. No one will know this except for me and you. Did you feel any of that at Van Costa's though?
Van Costa's is a completely different story. Like I say Van Costa's, every time I walked in there, I felt like that scene in Shrek 2 when he goes to visit her parents and he's walking and they're like, an ogre, and they go
right,
run.
Because you used to send me in. So
Yes.
that whole thing is when you felt like when you were going to wherever the
Minneapolis.
no, when you was going to like the Green Packer Country place state.
Oh yeah.
Right, and you didn't want to go in. You sent her.
Mm-hmm. I was like, oh no, that was in Pennsylvania.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit, stick.
I was like, no, I'm not getting out the car. I'm good. I saw the people that walked in and out, and I saw the cars, and I was like,
So
no.
right, so Van
I'm gonna tell you-
Houses
I'm
was
gonna tell
right
you
up the
something.
street from my house, from Auntie's house, where I grew up. And then it was like a restaurant. I knew the people who worked there, but he wouldn't. So I had to go in.
If and it got to the point to where we would only call it in to go pick it up, and we would go in. I would just go in, pick the stuff up, and leave as fast as I possibly could.
Yeah, but then in high school, like, sorry,
In high
What?
school,
I didn't say
in high
You're
school, we used
weird.
to sit there. We used to skip school and sit there all the time. But that was like,
because
that was like,
I knew the dude. Remember,
Right.
I knew the dude whose parents owned the shit. And he was like, "What are
Right.
you doing here?" And then he would like give us a hood. We were fine.
yeah. But then,
You
but
okay?
I will say this.
Are you?
I will say this about Alabama.
Okay, I've been to Alabama.
The first time I went, the first time that I went, the only Confederate flag I saw was airbrushed on the back of a truck with Virginia plates.
Okay, but when you're up in Virginia, all you see is the Confederate flag flying with the American
Everywhere.
flag flying on like a Dodge Ram or a Ford something. Also, they have, without a doubt, and I know I'm from, fuck that, I'm from Virginia. Don't tread on me license plates all day.
Yeah, but I love those.
Don't
Why?
tell me it's fine. It's the
I love those
Everyone
license
from-
plates. I love the license plates. I love the flags. Like, I love it
wait, which
because if
The
you
don't
have all
tread
that
on me
stuff,
ones?
yes, I
Oh,
love
okay.
it because if you have those things, then I know who to avoid.
Right.
Like, you know what I
Oh.
mean?
Put the red flag.
Billy Bob in them.
Right.
Billy Bob
Right.
in them. But
Yeah,
when you're here, when you're in this area, like, I guess, fuck it, we done said it. When you're in the Baltimore area and you see that shit, you're kind of like,
Now this dude came in the office with what did he have? He had a Second Amendment T-shirt and a hat on.
what's
And I
the
was
Second
like,
Amendment? Is that the Bill of Rights? No, is that
No, it
the
had a gun
right to
on
bear
it.
arms? Right to bear
Yeah.
arms.
And the Second Amendment, I was like, okay, bye, thanks.
I look.
I don't
I
have to have a conversation with you.
this happened to me a couple months ago. I work in a moving company, right? I work in a moving company, and we had a truck fixed, and they went to bring the truck back to us, and they were letting. Oh, that's cool.
Shout out.
Working on our merch.
I got a Scarcasm mug that someone made for me. That my
I can
ex
make you
made
one.
for me
We can
years
make it.
ago.
You can sell it. Let's see. Or not.
So
Yeah, let's
so
Do you know?
Gotta
so
hook
but
up.
I had one of those. I didn't really use it because I didn't want to use it because like it was like really cool. And I
Wait,
was
you
just
had a
like,
what?
why-
I'm sorry, you had a what?
a Sarcasm mug. Is like a
Oh, like a coffee
beer
mug?
No, a beer mug.
Oh, like a
You got the
Stein.
internet.
Yeah. But shit, I lost what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, so I work for a moving company. These guys, we had a truck fixed. They brought the truck back and they wanted to tell me something about the truck that they couldn't fix. But the whole time I'm not paying attention to one of the dudes because it's two dudes. Because one of them had to drive a car because the other one drove the truck so they could both leave. But one of the dudes had a Let's Go Brandon hat on, and it's like, bruh, do you really want that to represent like your business?
Yeah.
Like, and it was
Like,
so
ain't nobody buying from
distracting.
you after that.
It was so distracting because Let's Go Brandon is just stupid from the beginning.
Remind me
Like-
again. I know it's like anti-Biden,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
it's because
that's
when they
basically
sound
it.
like they're saying "Let's go Biden," it sounds like "Let's go Brandon."
It's fuck Joe Biden. It's the fuck Joe
Oh,
Biden. Let's go Brandon. I have no idea.
it doesn't sound nothing like that.
No, it was basic. It's just something that conservatives think that actually makes a difference, and they
We
think
saw
it's
that
clever.
in the parking lot at the pet shop, and you had to explain that to me, and I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like,
I mean,
either.
I guess since we're not conservatives, like we don't.
It's like,
It doesn't
I
mean
think
anything to us.
they thought it was funny. I was like, okay, you thought it was funny, but you had to
I
like
mean,
align your whole brand with
They
this
thought
now.
they thought
It's
it
like,
was
it's not
they
that
thought it
funny.
was funny, but like, why would you wear that? Like,
Mhm.
it's not as
Why would
clever as you
spend
think it
money
is.
on
because
this and
people,
then wear that?
because what are you talking about?
Exactly.
You're in Virginia. It's like, oh, what? You're like a bi-state.
No, we
I'm
went
sorry,
we went purple.
Hello there.
we are a bi-state.
We were purple. We were purple for the first Obama election. We went solid blue for the second Obama.
Oh, remember when we
and
took
then we
Blueberry
went-
and
we
she
were
was like,
blue.
we're going to the Obama store.
Yeah, and we went blue. We went blue for both Trumps. We were blue for both
Yeah,
Trumps.
'cause,
So,
like, fuck
so
him.
at that point, we were solid. At that point, we were solid blue. But
My
we were
uncle.
solid blue. We were solid blue because of Northern Virginia, not because of us. Not because of the rest of us. But
I
Northern
get it,
Virginia
yeah.
is the reason why we're blue.
Right.
And that's the reason why when Trump won the first time, I did a screenshot of the election map just so that when
Oh.
somebody complained about it, I'm be like, look, you see this one, the Virginia.
So you
see
could be
this?
like
It's
the
blue."
whiteboard dude.
So I'd be like, Virginia is blue. You see this? Like, you can't
I
blame
don't
me for
remember
this shit. But yeah, we were purple for Obama, and we went solid blue for Trump.
I remember Auntie being like, I could. The first thing he did was the stimulus, and Auntie was like, I could kiss Obama right now, and she got her like little $200 stimulus check for Social
That was like
Security.
$200
No. W sent those stimulus checks.
Oh, word. Well, it's Auntie. She also was waiting for Egg McMahon like every week. So
Egg McMahon.
Yeah, very much.
Ed.
Egg.
like
I heard
egg.
egg too. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just gonna let you have that one, dog. Like, she said.
I mean,
egg.
is he still alive?
Ed
I
McMahon?
don't think so.
I don't think so.
Is
was
the
old
life
back in the day.
the rich and famous dude?
Yeah,
Lifestyles of the
he died in 09.
Ed McMahon died in 09.
09.
He died before Auntie.
Died in 09. June 23rd, 09.
Oh.
Bruh.
I guarantee you I was waiting for Ed McMahon and them in 2010 with her. Remember she would like get dressed up. I would take the day. I'd be like, okay. And we waiting.
She would absolutely, because they sent those letters like, it could
Shut
be
up.
you. It's got, like, this is the day that we're gonna announce it. We're gonna show it to your house, and
And she would
get
be like,
dressed
Sherry,
up.
Here with a camera.
Sherry,
crew.
come on, they coming. She would be all decked out, and it's not funny. It is funny, but it's not. She would be all
It's funny now. It was not funny then.
No,
It was not funny
It was
then
sad.
at all.
It's like,
And
this is basically.
That
she
was-
would have
because-
her best like
No.
shit on.
To her,
best-
that was serious business.
Oh yes.
Serious business.
We gonna get this
Yes.
in one take, and that's it. We done. We good.
She had her
Yeah.
good shit on.
Yeah.
I could say Becky with the good hair, but I don't know what that means. But
Probably not good.
she didn't wear wigs.
Probably got
She had her
imagination.
best shit on. Her
Yeah,
best
Becky
jewels.
with the good hair is the chick that cheats with your husband, but she's happened to be white.
Oh well,
Right.
that wasn't Auntie.
That's like Karen with the Karen. That's what you.
Oh,
that's
there
what
was
you're
no
saying.
Karens then. It was Auntie, and
No,
it was like
Karen's
if it
always
was
been around.
look,
I don't
look.
know.
It was
Karen's
like
always been
she was
there.
like,
I mean,
I got my pearls, I got my shit, and I got my best hair. Is done. We
Wait for
sitting
it.
here.
we
We waiting.
out the window. Zag.
We waiting
That-
with
Zag.
tea and the
For-
best, the finest
For
shit.
Egg McMahon.
For Egg
That is it. You know, if y'all do show titles, that is the show title. Egg McMahon is the
Right.
is the show title.
Right.
I just want to put that out
Waiting
there.
for Egg
Egg-
McMuffin over here.
Egg McMahon.
And you know she was waiting. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I had to take the day off. I'm like, I gotta go help my
Take the day off for
auntie.
this.
Trisha, shout out. She was like, "You go, it's fine," and it was like terrible. And she just got so disappointed.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
What,
Yeah, thank you.
Are we gonna talk about games? Because she's going way too deep with this.
Speaking of the Nepo League, like games today
I'm gonna end up crying.
have that's what's gonna happen.
Well,
like
we're
2
only
hours
the
from now.
people brought us here today to talk about 2 Point.
How you gonna jump on my intro and then?
Oh, well, go for it. Go for it.
You totally trampled all.
From the
I
lane
did. I do
of
that.
The
Sure,
Nepo
vamping
League,
ass.
we will transition over to the
To
time
games?
where games were difficult and very hard to play. But
Okay, well, that was Auntie Days, and that was because of Ed McMahon.
yes, Egg McMahon made games easy for all of us. We all appreciate Egg McMahon. And
Remember Star Search? That was Ed McMahon.
Was he on Prices Right?
No, that was Bob Barker.
No, it was Rod Ratty.
What are you talking about? We watched Bob Barker every night on Roku.
We do. It's great. Watch. Not Egg McMahon on the Barker area.
Star Search.
On Roku TV. It's great.
But definitely look up Bob Barker on Star Search because he was the shit. Not Bob Barker, Ed McMahon.
Egg McMahon.
Edward McMahon.
Edward McMahon. On
Mr. McMahon, not WWF.
Edward McMahon.
Edward McMahon.
Ed Mac. Shut up.
You the one fucking this up. Like it's how
Y'all egging me on. Y'all stop.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring this back to games.
Okay.
Were we ever talking about games though?
No,
you can't bring something back if you never talked about it in the first place.
I can't get the segue
Yeah, but
going.
you can't.
You know how
bring...
you can't drive a segue?
Yeah,
on
I get it.
road?
You can't drive a segue, and you can't bring something back if it was never discussed.
Call the callback.
You can't do that if it was never discussed. We never talked about games. Nepo League.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where the games were easy, and the achievements
Okay, so then we would be bringing it back to the Nepo League.
It's not helpful if you have to explain it. That's all.
No,
Let me talk. Let me say the thing, okay?
Okay.
The games are easy, and now we have to get the achievements. The achievements are plentiful.
Achievements of what? Plentiful
Xbox?
like Thanksgiving? Because it's
Yes.
November. Because it's November, and you want to be plentiful with the games. Talk
Yes.
for the DigiKast.
No, it's like you did level 1. Pachoon. You get the achievement. You did
Like
level
Call
2.
of
Good
Duty?
job. Yeah, you
Bleep,
ranked up to
bleep,
level
bleep.
10. Good job, everybody.
Bleep,
Like
bleep.
Brink.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, not like Brink.
Oh.
We don't
No,
talk about Brink.
Because Brink sucks.
No, look,
I wanted Brink to be great.
I waited to see if they were going to make Brink backwards compatible because I still have
Ain't no way.
I still have 2 copies of Brink, and the moment they made that game
Why?
backwards compatible, I was going to spam the fuck out of Brink notifications for my
I
friends.
played Brink with Zabari. Shout out.
Yeah, Zabari loved Brink.
I
Like,
fucking
loved it.
hated Brink. It was shit.
It was shit, but I ended up with 3 copies of Brink.
Was that the beginning
Why?
of like Ubisoft being terrible?
Was it because
it
of
a
me?
think
Ubisoft
so.
game?
I don't know. What was it?
It was like, here's a free-to-play game, but we don't know what free-to-play games are yet.
No,
So-
they made it free to play after.
So hold on. So
It had to.
JJ was like she played.
It was published by Bethesda. It was made by Splash Damage.
Oh, that's right down the street. But JJ, she played Crackdown. She was trying to talk shit about Crackdown 2, and I was like,
You don't even know.
right.
Crackdown? I thought she was playing Saints Row 4, which is basically basically Crackdown.
Yeah, I guess
Like-
that's what she said.
Crackdown, but good.
That's pretty much what she said.
Yeah, it wasn't Crackdown because I don't think she wants no parts of Crackdown. She doesn't want no
should
part of
play
that agility orb struggle. Like,
Yep.
come on,
Yep.
that's a struggle. And
Yeah, no.
the agility
No,
orb
let's be
used to be
real.
my
Let's be
notification
real.
sound for a long
Let's be
time.
real. She doesn't want that before 2010 struggle. But yet she's like, you should play the rain game again. I forget what it is, the rain game. You should play that. You should play that with me. You should play
Heavy Rain?
Yeah, Heavy Rain again. You should do that. You should do that with me. And I'm like, I can't. Why not? You should play it. You should play it. And I'm like, I can't.
Heavy Rain was super important to Scarcasm because that was around the time when you and I first started, and we did a whole.
But she doesn't understand.
Like a whole 5-part. We did a whole 5-part series on Heavy Rain in the early days,
right?
Because you played, you and I played, and then you played and people started dying. So I picked up with one of your saves before people started dying.
That sounds familiar.
That sounds like you killed all the characters.
That sounds like now. No. She doesn't understand what that means for me. And then also, so not only that, it was something else she wants me to play. I can't. There's some things that I can't play. But then she's like, I'm like, you gotta play Bioshock. She's like, I want to play that. I want to play Bioshock. I want to play this. I want to play Heavy Rain. But she doesn't understand why I literally I can't play it. I can't play it.
Right. There's a big important part of Heavy Rain that makes it very difficult for the two of us to play that game.
Yeah. And then also it's just kind of like I played it. I don't want to play it again.
Right.
Loves her some old games that nobody cares about.
She definitely does, and she's like, she said to me the other. I don't mean to cut you guys off. I know you guys want to talk about games. We're talking about it, but she said to me the other day. I know it's fine. She said to me the other day. She was like, I want to play Mass Effect so badly again. I want to play it so bad, but there's other things I need to play. But it's taking me everything in my body not to play Mass Effect.
Stop playing Mass Effect.
I was like, you're 14.
Like I told her she should try some new things because she keeps playing the same things. But then she took her own money and bought Cyberpunk and didn't know how to play the game because she had never really played first-person shooters. She beat the game.
No,
hold on,
quiet.
she beat
Everyone
the game.
Be quiet. Everyone be quiet.
Did
she? No, you hold on. Did she take her own money?
No, she didn't.
Or did she take our money?
I don't know. I know she bought it.
I think she kicked in a little bit for it.
She bought it, but she bought it.
No.
And it's
she
attached to
plugged
her
in
profile.
her numbers. Who gave her the funds?
And I told her, this is a bad game. She got it. Don't buy this.
And she played through that whole game without understanding that your character has special abilities that they can use.
And
I never. She's heard me say this before. Mm-hmm. She played that whole game without realizing that you had special abilities to use. And like there's a couple of times during the summer, I helped her get past a couple of parts because I knew how to use a first-person shooter, and she didn't. So it's like, well, she couldn't drive. She couldn't drive worth shit. She couldn't use a first-person shooter. So I'm just like, yo, you should play these other games so you can understand how to play this game better.
So yesterday the other day she was playing the shit out of Forza. Yeah.
I convinced her to play Forza.
Yeah, she was killing it in Forza.
I convinced her to play Forza Horizon so she could learn how to drive.
Right,
there you go. There you go. You gotta learn how to drive first to play anything. She was killing it in Forza.
Because there's a racing line that tells you when you should slow down and when you should speed up. That is a Nepo situation.
It's like, the racing line makes you play the game. All you have to do is just.
Do you understand what she said to me the other week? She's like, I want to play Red Dead. I was like, what? I want to play Dragon Age. I was like, yeah, you want to play all these games? I want to play. She's like, yeah, but I gotta drive first. I was like, oh.
Man.
That sounds familiar. But she wants to play Red Dead. She wants to play fucking Dragon Age.
Play Dragon Age. She played Dragon Age.
And then she wants Game Pass. Shit, did we cancel that?
Yeah.
We canceled it?
Remember the I don't want to play new games thing?
And we canceled her Game Pass.
I canceled it day 2.
Did you really though?
I did.
Okay.
I think I did.
See?
I hope I did.
She still has it because she still got it because we game share.
Oh, okay.
So we still game share. So she still has access to it. But yeah, it's trying to convince her to that she's too young to have all of these very strong opinions about things.
Yeah.
It's like you should be experiencing things and not just stuck to I'm just gonna play Mass Effect, The Sims, and Stardew Valley all the time. Like, and then she tried to convince.
I played that.
She tried to convince me.
I couldn't do it.
She tried to convince me. Like, yeah, she could play Stardew Valley, but she won't play Viva Pinata. Bullshit. but Viva Pinata was my shit.
I'm gonna like.
I couldn't with y'all with me.
I can't even explain. I was so pregnant with her, and Viva Pinata got me. Oh my god.
Yeah, Viva Pinata was the shit. I really wish they made.
And the
I really wish they made a
was
new
even better. The Saturday morning cartoon.
Yes, but Party Animals was not. Party Animals was not.
We'll see it these.
But yo, I got up on Saturday mornings and
I tried Sea of Thieves very early on.
What happened to Sea of Thieves?
I was people still play it. People still play it.
He don't. What up with that?
I made multiple friends playing Sea of Thieves, and I don't play it.
Yeah,
I'm friends with them on other stuff.
What happened to
Sea of Thieves went the same way of Destiny for me.
Did you play? Hold on. Did you play Sea of Thieves?
I did when it first came out, and I didn't get the big deal. It was just like, oh, this is cool for a little bit, but then I just kind of was like, okay, this was cool for a few minutes, but I don't know if I actually want to stick with this.
Oh,
yeah, Sea of Thieves is a little like involved.
But they've had a lot of updates and made the game better and all that kind of stuff since then. It would be something to it would be something to go back to, but only with friends. I'll never go there by myself. Like if I had
at least one. It's better with 4, but you need at least one because it's hard to you got different boats in the game. The game started you off with a giant boat that takes 4 person to run, and you're like, I won't play by myself because people are stupid. I'll play by myself. I gotta raise the sails. I go over here, drive the boat. I gotta go over here, raise the anchor, go over here. There's a hole in the boat. Pull out the water. Too much stuff going on. So here's a little 2-person boat. That's not a 1-person boat. It's a 2-person boat. So you still got to do the sails and the stuff, but there's less of stuff to do. But if you got a second person with you, somebody's got your back because people's just pirates out there. You just playing against level 100 everybody. It's bad.
That's what happened to me early on. We finally got on. I was playing with some friends. We finally got out on the open seas, and then your mans and them showed up. It was like,
right, let's sink the boat for fun. Okay,
give me everything you got. We sinking everything, and we taking everything.
Right, and they want to role play.
You can't do nothing because you just started, so you can't do nothing to stop us.
I'm Pirate Jim. What you talking about? Like, I'm Fred, and I like playing games on Xbox. All right, well, I'm Pirate Jim. We sinking your ship. Like,
right?
Thanks, Pirate Jim. Great, I'll start over. Or I could play Apex Legends or Rocket League or Call of Duty, some other game. That's what would happen. It took too long to get a person, get in the boat, get a mission, do the mission, come back and get the treasure.
Yeah, that
was like a whole 45-minute ordeal. It was beautiful and it was great, but it took too long, and I was like, you need other people. This was a Saturday night game. It's a let's do a game night, be pirates kind of thing. Let's go out for 4 hours and play pirate stuff. That's what that game is. Rocket League is like 5-minute matches. It's great.
My friend and I, we play games to all times of night and early morning, but we're usually playing the Division 2. That's the game that I've played the most.
That's
I
just
think in
third person Destiny.
yes, basically with more realistic
True.
expectations.
Yeah.
I have last time I looked, I have over 600 hours in Division 2.
Okay. Yeah. Division 2 is good like that. It's third person Destiny with Ubisoft.
Yes.
Ubisoft, right? Yeah, Ubisoft third person Destiny. It's like, okay, we're gonna be in a city. We got aliens. No aliens. Society collapse. Yeah, okay, cool. We got that. Society collapse. Third person. Shoot all the things. Get more guns out of the other gun guys.
Right. Basically.
The boss takes a bunch of bullets. Don't explain it. Don't think about it. It's fine. Level up and go.
The dude on the street don't seem to have on a bulletproof vest on, but apparently his hoodie is bulletproof because it takes a lot of shots to kill this dude. Takes a lot of shots to kill this dude. He just got on the hood. Yeah, he got bulletproof face. Don't ask me. Like,
right, exactly.
Yeah,
and that's how that goes.
But that's the game that I play the most.
What?
The fuck? I'm listening.
Okay. You know who don't have bulletproof faces?
What? Me? Yeah, because I'm a Libra. I wear my shit on my sleeve.
You know who also don't have bulletproof faces?
Halo?
Students.
What?
In 2 Point Campus.
Yes. I love that game.
I know you do.
Yeah!
Right. I was like...
So we were supposed to get together to talk about 2 Point. So
we talk about all games.
2 hours later, let's get into some 2. Let's go! Oh my god! Let's get into some 2 Point. You want to talk about 2 Point?
Hold on. Let's not jump into 2 Point. Let's ease ourselves into 2 Point.
That was from White Chicks. I was just saying.
The guest has a YouTube channel somewhat dedicated to 2 Point Hospital.
Right now, right? 2 Point Campus. Basically, okay. So here's what Hospital was first. So I loved Hospital. And then Campus was coming out, and I was like, I started watching some of the YouTubers that I watch, because I watch more YouTube than anything else. So some of the YouTubers that I watch, they got the game early. They got I got YouTube Premium and everything. I can't deal with the ads. Some of the YouTubers that I watch, they got the game early, so I got to see like what to do and how best to do some things. So when I got in the game, I just kind of like ran through it, and I had people, like my cousin was playing, but he was stuck on like the second level for like almost 2 weeks. And he was just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know how to get this better. And then like I gave him like a couple of suggestions, and he was just like, oh yeah, I did this thing in 2 hours.
Easy.
It was like after you suggested it to me, I did it in 2 hours. But at that game, at that point, I had already been like way past everything. I was near the end at that point. And then so like I had him, and then I was then talking to Sherry about the game. I just realized I was way ahead of everybody, even though my leaderboards don't work, and it sucks. My leaderboards don't work, and it sucks. So you know, my cousin and Sherry were just kind of like, well, maybe you should do something. Maybe you should like record some videos of like how you did it. So I started doing that, and it actually started to work out pretty well. So it's on the Scarfinger Hood Rich YouTube channel. I still don't know why I never changed that.
You know, is it Scarfinger 36 or something like that?
No,
I think it's Scarfinger 36 is the
oh
YouTube,
yeah, because 36 that's
YouTube.
your favorite number.
No, it's my favorite number double.
Yeah, 16.
18. Flip, calm down.
Oh.
I need you to get back here.
I'm here.
You gotta go. So I started playing, and I'm having a lot of fun playing everything again. Now the biggest problem with it is I've already played it, so like I kind of go through things a little fast, and then I'm just sitting around waiting for shit to happen so that I can actually get past these different levels. And like one the last ones that I recorded, I was doing the spy school, and on the second level, you gotta find 3 spies or whatever like that. For some reason, the game stopped working and it stopped sending me spies. So I sat there for an extra like 2.5 hours playing the game,
even
waiting
after
for
the
the
new
spies.
semester.
Yes. Oh, over and over again. Like I said, when I finished it, I was on year 10 because I was just sitting there waiting for the spies to happen. And like this, so I released.
It sounds like
I
you broke
released.
the game.
Yeah, I restarted the game once and then played for a little bit longer. Still no spies. I closed everything out. I closed the Xbox thing because I'm playing on my PC to record. I'm playing on the PC, but I'm playing with a controller because I use the controller on the S.
The struggle is real.
Yeah. So I'm using the controller on my PC, but so I had to like close everything, including the Xbox app. And then when I reloaded everything, I got in there and I got, the spy finally showed up. So then I got that taken care of. But I literally was sitting there working on that 1 star of you get 3 stars on each of the schools after you do a certain amount of things that they suggest for you to do. I was sitting there for like 2.5 hours. So I released a bonus episode of just some extra stuff that I was doing while I was waiting, because I was recording that pretty much that whole time. So, but like I really, really, really enjoy that game. It's really fun, and I haven't done the challenge levels yet. They released 2 challenge levels for the Halloween update.
I saw.
They released 2 challenge levels for the Halloween update, and they both seem relatively simple. But especially the night one seems a little bit harder than the Pumpkinhead one. The Pumpkinhead one is very simple. Like if you set your school up the right way, and you can get that knocked out, because in order to get the best score with that, you got to do it within 2 years.
It's like possible.
Yeah, it's super possible if you set up everything right, because they give you a decent amount of money. You just got to have it all set up right, and you got to have the right teachers to do everything, because the Pumpkinheads means that they learn 50% less.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like that's the challenge, I guess you would say.
That's too much challenge. That sounds like when I play too much Planet Coaster and they want you to do stuff in a certain amount of time. It's like, well, let me get a number. I can get a number. I can't do it in a time. That's too much.
I watched people play Planet Coaster, and it made me not ever want to play Planet Coaster, because there's some people. Yeah, there's people who get like super into the design aspect of it, and you're just like, yo, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be that. So let me just watch you play this. And the same thing with Planet Zoo.
I don't want to do that.
Exactly. It's the same thing with Planet Zoo. Yep. You're just kind of like, that looks awesome. I am never going to do that. It's just a lot of that. So those games seem way too complicated, and there used to be the Planet Coaster console edition on Game Pass, and I said, you really think I'm gonna try to do this shit with a controller? No thank you.
Right.
No thank you.
Well,
no thank you.
You left. It's fine. So let's talk about a little bit. I'm gonna bring it back professional of the origin of this, right? So where did all of this stem from? Where did this come from? Because I know for me, the theme, hospital, all that mess came from computer. So it started like in I like to say college, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Right. We used to be into a lot of certain types of games, like tycoon type games, and some of the Sierra city building games and stuff like that.
Zeus!
Right. I still got Zeus through good old games. I
have it too. I have it on good old games, but my computer, I'm going through some shit because COVID. I had to switch some stuff so it doesn't look the same. But
Okay.
oh my god, yes. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's a mod to make it widescreen, and oh my god, that mod works very well. But I actually bought Emperor from Good Old Games too.
Oh shit, that's like that's not the OG. That's not the
No,
OG.
that's not the OG. That was the last one before they changed them. That was the Chinese one that they did last.
Yeah, you love that. I didn't really play it that much. The OG is Pharaoh.
Caesar.
No, maybe Caesar.
Caesar is the OG, but we got on at Pharaoh.
And then Zeus fucking hooked me. That Zeus I love. Yeah, Zeus and Poseidon was my like shit because of the Greek mythology. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. And then but then like back in those days we had that store that we could go to. Was it D&D software?
Oh shit, the place where
the place where you could rent PC
rent,
games.
Oh god.
Yeah, you could rent PC games.
Yeah.
Yes. So we used to go to D&D and rent out stuff and copy it basically.
Yeah. Yep. We totally didn't do that.
So we got a lot of those early Sierra City building games and like tycoon games like Theme Hospital and stuff like that. I actually had the real Theme Hospital disc. So like that's not one that I copied.
Yeah, we bought that.
But and then so it came from that, and it's and to this day.
No, computer, PC. PC.
But and to this day, there is a Wii version of Theme Hospital.
Yes, I have it on my Wii. No, we were talking about PC.
We were talking about PC, but you did mention the Wii, and we should acknowledge that you did. So like, but that led me. I still kind of stayed down that path with PC games. I don't play a lot of like hardcore games on my PC. I still play things like Prison Architect. I play a lot of RimWorld, which is now on a console. They have a console edition now. And things of that nature, Rec Center Tycoon, and like all of those type games, I still kind of play, especially when I'm want to play something sitting here, which I don't necessarily love sitting here playing games. So like I've been playing tycoon games and city building games for a very, very long time. Like even back to like the early Tropicos and all of that kind of stuff. Like
God,
I don't like Tropico.
Yo, remember Black and White?
Yes.
Yeah.
Black and White was funny because you could just because you were basically like a disembodied
hated
hand.
That game.
And you did the stuff, but you could also like you had your animal avatar, and you just use your hand and you slap the shit out of your animal all the time, like this.
All right, well, Peter wouldn't like that. Maybe that's why that's not a thing. I remember playing Black and White. I remember Tropico. I tried to play Tropico 3,
It was
like
4 or 5.
2 years ago. The newest Tropico.
Six is out now. Six is out now. And six is on Game Pass.
It wasn't 6. It was before that. It was like Pandemic Tropico, or right before
Tropico 6 has been out for 4 years.
We have a video on it. It's on the
Maybe
channel.
I tried to play it because Dan got me on that. Dan and my brother.
Yeah, and then I love playing games like Banished and stuff like that. Really small games that most people don't know anything about. But so like my love for those types of games has kind of moved forward. And so then when they said that the people behind Theme Hospital were making 2 Point Hospital, I was like, well, I should just kind of get on with that. They put it on Game Pass, even though I own it. I own it on Switch and I own it on PC, but I played the most of it. I've never even played my Switch version, and I played the PC version a little bit.
So I have the actual, I don't know what version, but the Theme Hospital on Nintendo. What Nintendo I got? What do we have? Wii. The Wii. You know the Wii. Yeah, I have it on that, and I have the Phoenix. Not guilty. That.
Please, right?
Yeah. So I have it on that, but I remember like Bloaty had and da 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 da. So it's definitely not the same as 2 Point. The original.
Pinstar, I'm gonna tell you something. Pinstar
You love you some Pinstar.
has a mod where when he's playing 2 Point Hospital, it plays the theme hospital music.
Ooh, okay.
Like it mixes in the music, but like when he's playing 2 Point Hospital, it plays the theme hospital music. And because I play mostly on Xbox, I can't use that mod.
Oh, okay.
But I would love that. So I really liked Hospital. I own it on 3 platforms, even though I only really played it on 1. And so like when this was announced, I was like, I don't know how they're gonna do this, but you know what? I'm down.
Well, it's like they did
But
with
how
Campus.
the fuck are you loving 2 Point Campus? Because let me tell you, I was like, hold on. I was like, I work for a university. But I fucking love it because it's therapeutic. It is taking my mind away from reality, which I guess that's the therapeutic part. It is an homage to everything Sim related except for The Sims. And I will tell you, I swear to gosh, I wish that they would make Zeus and Poseidon the same. Even Pharaoh, if they can make a way to make Pharaoh better, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I freaking love it.
They did make a more modern version of Pharaoh. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Children of the Nile or something like that.
That sounds like shitty. Remember when they made Hold on. Remember when they made Roller Coaster Tycoon on the fucking like Xbox? And we was like, no.
You mean Roller Coaster
No,
Tycoon
well,
3?
no. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with Roller Coaster Tycoon on the Xbox.
You need a fucking mouse.
That's Planet Coaster on the Xbox.
No,
Yeah,
no.
fuck that.
You needed a mouse, but the biggest problem was they made a Roller Coaster Tycoon game based off of 1 and 2 was out already on PC.
Oh yeah, that was.
And
bad.
they turn it into these bullshit thing called Planet Coaster.
Planet Coaster was on.
Yeah.
It was on console. It's an okay version.
But if you want that Roller Coaster Tycoon old style type of game, but in a more modern version, you play Parkitect.
True. I bought that like day 1, and I maybe put like 10 hours into it.
Like, yo,
I
like,
keep
no.
up with the developers. The developers.
I am
great.
sorry.
I want to support them, but I'm like, And
Call it.
I
yeah,
maybe have like 20 hours. In, how many hours do I have in
I don't care. Call it the Libra
right?
in me, the nostalgic person. It is all about nostalgia and history. It all stems from Roller Coaster fucking Tycoon. And let's be real, we was all in college at the time when that came out, and it is all about Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Okay.
And then that is the end all be all. That was the start of all of this.
I have 86 hours.
Yeah.
Great. That is the start of all of this.
Yeah, I'm not nostalgic. Like
That's
I'm not
25.
really nostalgic.
Well, no,
in that
because
way.
you guys are Virgos. You're not nostalgic, like literally legit at all. I am. I'm a
No, I like my
Libra.
one thing, and my one thing is Roller Coaster Tycoon, and that's it. Other than that, it's like whatever. I like my old roller coasters. I like my things that are my thing. Everything.
Yeah,
else,
I like
whatever.
going back. I like going back and trying to find my old saves of the roller coasters that I built.
Oh yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
like because you know, and my roller coasters are like super simple. Like you know what I mean, super simple. It's just like you go all the way up in the air, it twists you all the way the fuck down, and then we're done here.
Oh, yeah.
I may put a
You
loop
like
in
this,
there.
It goes backwards up, and it goes forwards up, and then that's
Yeah,
it. And then
yeah.
it costs
Oh, yeah?
$5. That's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I used to download.
But-
I used to download other people's
Mhm,
stuff
I got
and
something.
yeah, all kinds of stuff. But yeah,
Got something for
but
y'all.
like,
All right, go ahead.
but
continue.
but what you got?
Y'all ain't nostalgic. I got something for that ass.
My Dragonfly shirt.
Mm-mm. Don't nobody care about roller coasters. I got something for y'all. Ain't nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
In the heat of the night, just released their seasons on Roku yesterday.
Who?
In the Heat of the Night
Is that like Lethal Weapon?
My grandma ain't here to make me watch that shit with her when I'm in trouble, so I'm good on In the Heat of the Night.
Wait, is that
the only thing I want to know, that's Night Court.
okay.
But only thing I want
Never mind.
is only thing I want from In the Heat of the Night is to hear that dude hit that note one time, because that nigga sang that shit hard as fuck.
I will sing that shit on karaoke. I got trouble.
Like he hit that shit hard. He hit that shit hard as fuck.
All right, never mind. Really?
So
no,
that's the only thing. Yeah, like I mean, I was in the Heat of the Night with my grandma when I was in trouble. She was like, "Go sit your ass down right there and don't move." Like that's the only time I really watched.
Right, right. And you was watching Bob Barker, like, see, I got trouble.
Bob Barker was like, I ain't going to school today.
All right, fine. So my nostalgic ass will sit down.
There's
Bob
a whole
Barker
channel on Roku for that, and it's great.
And if I ain't go to work, then Maury, like, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, yeah,
hold on.
Maury.
It goes all the way back around.
It circles back to Ricky Lake.
What does a 1986 Mustang cost? I have no idea. I'm also guessing. I don't know, 8,000? No. 5,200.
I'm telling you, we're
Is
like
that Aladdin 86? I don't know. It's great.
Yeah.
We watch all the nerd shit. Like literally, we love watching retro commercials. Okay,
And don't get
we
nothing wrong with
literally
Bob Barker.
watch a YouTube channel
It's
with
great.
commercials from like whatever decade or
Mm-hmm.
year specifically, and I am excited as fuck because it's almost Christmas time and we can watch Christmas commercials from the 80s. Yo, let me tell you, Snack Shop. Okay, just saying. Okay, I don't even know if you know, but you should. But Snack Shop was my favorite fucking toy of the goddamn 80s. Like 89, 90. Don't even get me started on Snack Shop.
I was like, what the
Yo, Snack Shop. You stop. You know, you don't even need to explain it.
So
you don't
Snack
even
Shop
need to
is
cut
like
me
a
off.
brand
Because
place.
I'm about to tell you. Snack
go ahead.
Shop. Oh, no. Snack Shop is a Play-Doh game thing where you could be a McDonald's worker and you are manning the drive-thru in the kitchen and you are making the fries and the burgers. It was all about some motherfucking Snack Shop. And I wanted that shit so bad. I think Christmas 88, 89, and I got it. But I could only play it at Auntie's house when I went to Virginia. I didn't live there yet. And I played it in the kitchen. And you know Auntie's kitchen, like, and it was the shit. And I only was able to play it. And I'm still pissed off about Paperboy. Wow.
I'm gonna tell you something I wanted when I was a kid because of commercials. And this is not video game related.
Okay.
But when I watched these commercials, I was like, I gotta get that. And at some point, me and my brother actually did get that. Motherfucking Crossfire.
Yes.
Those commercials
What is that?
were the absolute shit. Like it was like the thing. You had the little gun, and there was these little things that you had to shoot to try to get them in your opponent's thing. Where you're shooting like these little BBs out of
That
this
sounds
gun.
like some boy's toy. I wanted some fucking Snack Shop. Fuck boy toys.
Like, of course I'm gonna want a boy toy. I'm a boy.
Yeah,
like,
I'm a
I'm
fucking
not one
girl.
of these new kids.
I did like
I'm not-
new kids. Fuck new kids.
I'm not one of
It
these.
was-
I'm
I
not
just
one
said
of these.
fuck
No,
new
I
kids.
said,
It was all
I
about
said-
snack shop.
I meant like I'm
over
not one of these.
new
I'm not
kids.
one of these.
I'm looking over here.
I'm not one of these.
Goddamn 2
I'm not one
hours.
of these
I was
gender
supposed to be
neutral
looking over there.
motherfuckers of today.
I ain't gender neutral. The fuck all that. I'm
That's
from
okay.
that goddamn what the fuck Generation X. I wanted the motherfucking Snack Shop. I had it, and it was the shit stick. Okay, I don't know what the fuck Crossfire is.
Crossfire was.
I didn't want that
Crossfire
shit.
was the
Yeah,
shit.
I don't know. That's some y'all shit. I wanted some snack shop.
That's another commercial where that dude was hitting them notes like he was taking that shit hard.
Are you kidding? Playing with Play-Doh? You give me some snack shop. Buy me snack shop for Christmas right now. I will play with that motherfucker every goddamn day.
You by yourself on this snack shop.
I ain't by myself on shit. You ask any Libra. Shout out to any Libra that was born between 1979 and 82. I can think.
I'm just saying. I don't know about the snack shot, but if you start talking about
I will show
Crossfire
you.
right now,
We will show you.
we're in business.
What the fuck is a Crossfire? Show me to pull up the goddamn snack shop commercial. It is the shit stick. Okay. Oh, you don't want to pull it up? He's like, cause all about some Crossfire.
but like if we're like I said, I'm not very nostalgic, but like
you don't gotta be nostalgic for Snapchat.
The lead up to actually getting Crossfire meant something to me.
When the fuck is Yo, pull up some goddamn Hot Wheels garage.
Yeah.
I never really cared about Hot Wheels. I've never been a car guy. You know me. I've never been a car guy. I never really cared.
Well,
that
what
much
the fuck
about
is Crossfire? Like a bow and arrow?
Kinda.
No,
Not really.
It's
fuck?
It's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of hard to explain.
Just fucking explain it. It ain't that hard.
It's kind of a flat surface. It's kind of bowed on the ends, and it has two dips on the end. It's basically like a goal or whatever like that.
You
had a bunch of
BBs.
You had the BBs. You had BBs in this little gun thing that you had to shoot at these two objects to try to get them in your opponent's drop down slot thing. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of. Yeah, it's kind of
like,
soccer.
I don't know, getting the mail, kind of like, I don't know, Paperboy.
Paperboy.
Don't talk slack.
Paperboy was Paperboy. The problem with Paperboy is back in those days, all of the games were designed to get quarters out of you. So like the idea that game was arbitrarily hard for no reason at all, and like fuck that breakdancing dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that guy.
You know
like,
what? I didn't get that far because I got Paperboy for Christmas when I was in 4th grade, 89. And then, it was the Game Boy version. And I had, like, a Nintendo.
An Nintendo? Like all the features?
I had an Nintendo.
Right.
And so I was I don't have this version. So I was like, oh, shit. All right. And then I never got it back for the right version, and so
All right, quick cut to you seeing the commercial for Crossfire. You ready?
What the fuck? No one cares about Crossfire.
Crossfire was the shit. What did you talking about?
What are you talking about? It wasn't. A dude on the fucking Back to the Future thing around.
You had to shoot the little BBs at those things to get them in your opponent.
This was like that movie with Vanessa Williams. Oh, it's a tabletop game?
Yes.
Like Fire Island?
You'll get caught in it.
Crossfire.
Yo, that game is probably like $1,000 right now.
Probably.
Yo, my God. Look, this thing. Oh, Mousetrap. Underneath it, you can't see me pointing. And then right next to it,
let's be honest. None of us ever actually played Mousetrap. We just set the shit up here so we can make the thing do the thing.
Your Jesus fish
like
fell off.
I have never actually played Mousetrap.
I'm not.
Okay.
Mousetrap, I played it in school and in like elementary school back in that racist ass state. And it was like a tarp thing, whatever it's called. You throw it up in the air and everybody.
I thought you were talking about Mousetrap the game. Like the game where you set up the little marble thing.
Yeah, you want to be like 100% real? Like, who was the people playing that? Actually, you. Is that why you're looking so guilty? He's looking so guilty because he had the game. He's like, I
have no idea what the actual game entails. It was just about setting up the thing to do the thing.
All right, stop. Fine.
Okay, so my mom had an original Fireball Island, or not Fireball.
We're talking about Mousetrap.
Chevy Higgs had a Fireball Island. My
It's
mom
the
had
Mousetrap is the
a
version of
mousetrap
stuff like that.
original from like the 70s, and she got us mousetrap when it came out in the 90s. So I have seen an old school mousetrap set up back in the day, and then I had a 90s mousetrap when it was popular again 20 years after it first came out.
That's cool. I've never,
Yeah,
I've never actually,
good
But
for
we,
you.
but we would just set
No.
it up and then make the marble go down and watch
See,
all the things
that's the
happen,
thing.
and we wouldn't
That's
play
the
the
thing.
game.
No one knows how to actually play that game.
I know how to
we
play
only
the
set it up.
game. It's
I
like you
only
go
set it up to
around
do
and
the
then
thing.
do the thing.
Yeah, we only wanted to see it do the thing.
Yeah, we watched it do the thing. And it's like, uh-oh. This game sucks. It would
Exactly.
stop.
Once we
whole
made
thing
it go
wouldn't
all
go.
the way through and do the whole thing, like we were done at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like, this was the whole point of the game, to get it to do this one thing. Like, now we'll just set the whole thing up with the steps and the crap and and then the net comes down, and then you push the guy in the thing. Nah, that's too much.
So we made our own mousetrap game by going outside and making obstacle courses out of brick and wood and dirt and hiding between craziness.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when I was a kid, like, especially at that age, we were just trying to figure out. We were just trying to figure out how to play hide and go get it. But
What?
I mean, if we're being honest about it,
Is that what that was? I was
Yeah,
playing the wrong game, I guess.
yeah, you definitely playing the wrong game.
Yeah,
I
you
was
was
trying to play
playing
hide and go get
mousetrap, you know.
it. You was playing mousetrap.
I was playing
You played
Afterburner.
mousetrap.
It was great.
Oh, hide and go get it couldn't result to an afterburn.
You can get an afterburn. You can get a whole lot of afterburn depending on the person that you ended up with.
Playing some Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah.
I didn't have a Sega, so I couldn't play Sonic.
Sega.
I played Sonic when I was like at my cousin's house or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I had a Genesis. My aunt had a Master System, and she had a cool boyfriend at the time. I played Afterburner. It was great.
Oh, great.
I was like,
Afterburner
not
was the
ranking.
shit.
And we played, and we flew the plane. I was like, all right, well, that's the end of the game. Do you want to land the plane on the battleship? Nope.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
start
good.
the game over though.
Yeah, I just wanted to do the thing. It's like,
crash. Crash in the water.
I played
Crash in the
ColecoVision
runway.
with my
Nope.
cousins.
ColecoVision. Okay, with the numbers.
Shout
What the numbers do?
I don't know. It just had the dial thing. We played like a lot of asteroids, and we played Donkey Kong something.
Asteroids was my shit when I was a kid.
Oh, Donkey Kong something. or
Asteroids is
other.
good. Galaga's good.
Yeah, Galaga,
Mhm.
Donkey Kong, asteroids. You had the little dial thing, and
That's good
then
for-
it like worked, you know, for a little bit, and then if it rained, it didn't. And then you
A little
know,
bit of humidity. It was like no go.
right?
Yeah, I think I started 2600. Like I played some of the other stuff, but I started with a 2600 wood grain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With G's. With G's.
Mhm.
You know what? Like playing. Like I'm the age where if you had to play combat
You
by
act
yourself,
like we
you
ain't
had to play
same
combat.
goddamn age.
If you had to play combat by yourself, you had to play combat by yourself.
Dang.
Basically. But yeah, that yeah. But like I say, I'm not very. I don't really look back on that stuff very often. Like it's just the only reason why I'm even thinking about this stuff right now is because we're in a conversation about
Right.
it. But I'm not nostalgic at all.
Yeah. Because you ain't a Libra. I'm Libra. No, it's fine.
I don't think it's a Libra versus a Virgo thing. I think for a lot of people, I think it seems to be more of a woman thing.
That's sexist.
No, I think
That's
that
magic
that
word. All
Fire
right, everybody,
shock is
thanks for
great.
hanging out. Okay.
Okay.
No, I think for the people that I talk to, it seems to be more of a woman thing than a man thing. When it comes to like just being that nostalgic about things. Like
It
like
could
we'll
be.
think
It
about
kind of
some we'll
depends.
think about some we'll think about some shit, but like we worried about the next thing. What's the next cool thing I'm gonna be able to do? We're not worried about the cool shit we used to do.
Mm,
Hmm.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I
I
it's
feel
get
you.
you.
that
Yeah.
I think that's the difference. So like I'm not trying to be like women are this way and
Man.
men are that way. Like I'm not really like I'm not doing all of that. I'm not trying to do like a comedy routine, but I
Well,
think
it's like how
within the
women like compare. Oh, well, that's bad. So
How
I'm
they
just
be shopping.
yes, women be shopping
women be shopping.
to
You can't
compare
stop a woman
products.
from shopping.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's fine.
Bring it around town.
Now I got that stuck in my head. Women be shopping.
But what if it was women be shopping, but from the perspective of Donkey from Shrek?
I don't know. But yo, let's do this again.
Mm-hmm.
We should definitely like do this again.
Yeah, I have
Good
fun.
time.
I'm having fun,
I'm having fun.
and it's like we can. we can sit down and have a conversation, and it doesn't have to be a sit down and have a conversation with a therapist about a child. So, like,
Damn. Like we legit only did that one time. You don't put the people
no, it
out
was supposed to
there.
happen. It was supposed to happen again.
Oh
But,
my god.
I mean, it
Wow.
They
can
ask you how you are, you just
like
have
I
to say
mean,
that
we
you're
still
fine.
we still
You're
have
not
to
really
do that
fine.
at
You
some
just can't
point.
get into it because they would never understand.
So
All right. Well,
there's
yeah.
that part.
Mm-hmm.
But
I didn't even
no,
get to the shit, the WB stuff. Okay, so
What
let's.
WB? Nobody
I
wanna
want to.
talk
Oh my
about
god.
WB
Yes,
stuff.
I want to. Shit.
Go ahead, run through it. Run through it. Don't
Watch
Yeah.
your profanity.
run.
I
if you
want
gonna
to
talk
kind
about
of
it, run
save
through
it. No,
Run
because it's
through
like.
it. No, run through it. We here. We
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Well, listen.
Okay.
You got the floor.
Okay.
Mm.
So
I'll play a real loud sound effect right now.
I went back. So I started Vampire Diaries, as you know, back in like 03, whatever the hell years, or 10, whatever the fuck. Vampire Diaries was the shit stick, and then it got dumb, right? So
Yes,
then
because
most
you watched it past me because I didn't start watching it until Nigel told me that I should watch it.
yeah, your coworker. So I watched
Mhm.
it, and then I watched it, and then so yes, and then most
I
recently,
stopped watching it after the aunt died. Spoiler alert.
yeah, that was season 1.
Dang.
So then, so most recently Netflix picked it up, and I watched season up until season 5, and then or the origins or the originals came out, which is a spinoff. And I was watching earlier in this year, I was watching Vampire Diaries, then the originals, Vampire Diaries, like episode.
You are
episode,
without
episode,
doubt the
episode,
worst
episode,
pirate
episode.
I've ever heard
Right,
of.
and it was like fucking
But you have heard of.
awesome, the originals, but fuck Vampire Diaries because they're dumb as hell. And then the originals, like that one vampire, oh my god, there's like 2 of them, like Elijah, but that damn Klaus. Oof. So I was watching it.
Is it the same Klaus from the Vampire Diaries? Because that dude kind of looked funny. He just kind of had a funny look about him.
That's the
He
same
just
Klaus.
kind of looked funny.
Oh yo, it's the same class. So I was, mind you, I'm like in my 40s now, okay? So, but he's like 200 years old, it's fine. So I'm watching it, it was like fine. And then I give it like oh my god, it's like this thing, and it's like so good. You don't even know. It's fine. I can't even wait. We have to watch another show. Another time.
Obama just keeps popping up.
Because that's my uncle. What are you talking about? That's my uncle. So here's the thing. Like, the originals is where it's at. Like, Rebecca, I love her. Like, she is my sister, like, person. Klaus is the shit, but it's, I don't know, it's like a toss-up between Klaus and Elijah. Like, I can't. It's like the dapper vampire or, like, the George Clooney vampire. I gotta go with Clooney, but the dapper, and also they're vampires. But Klaus is like a vampire wolf, so he's a hybrid. So he's gonna live forever, like no matter what, and you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Remember,
so anyway,
remember
I'm just saying.
Remember
like,
when we were dumbass kids pretending to be vampires trying to bite each other's wrists?
Yes, and we won't talk about that. Remember when I used to think that I was a witch and wanted to be one? The craft. So it's okay to go through phases.
Like, look at the step of the board ass nigga, like.
All right.
I'll throw you one back. Remember when you did like the blood brother thing? It was like, oh, we're blood brothers. Anyways, yeah, AIDS.
It's stupid stuff that you do when you're kids.
Yeah, kids do stupid shit, and you know we've known each other since we was kids, so it's fine. So anyway, I will talk more about the originals and legacies and Vampire Diaries another time. But we should definitely.
I'm gonna mention one thing since you were talking about something that you've been watching.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you what just started back with a new season, and this shit is like you got to get through some of the crazy stuff in the crazy stuff in the earlier seasons. But where it's at right now, this shit is hot as a motherfucker. Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah,
Handmaid's Tale. Woo. Woo.
Wow,
Your face.
This current season is crazy.
What is that? What is it? Where is it? Where can you find
It's
it?
it's a Hulu show.
Oh, our Hulu shit runs out in 2 weeks. Black Friday. No more $5. That was the Black Friday sale.
I'll pay for the bundle. I mean, I get your password. You can use mine. Fuck it.
No. So.
I mean, shit. Who cares? They're getting rid of Hulu anyway. Eventually, it's all going to Disney.
Basically.
Yeah, because they started putting some of the Hulu stuff on Disney. No, because Disney bought Fox, and Fox was the primary of Hulu, and then like all of the other places that put stuff on Hulu, they all made their own apps, so they all took their shit off of there. So Disney owns it all.
Yeah, crawling back to Disney. Oh dang, we'll know.
Well,
no,
just
because
saying,
but like all of like the NBCs and all of that kind of stuff, they all made their own apps.
So saying, like Netflix, they took their deal away with the WB and the CW shows, except
it's on HBO.
It's on HBO.
Yeah.
Shut your fucking mouth! I can watch all those CW shit on HBO. You did not tell me HBO. You didn't. You did not tell me HBO. You said apparently they didn't.
All of that, especially like all of the shows that I was watching, like the Arrowverse shows, the CW DC shows. The Arrowverse. They're on HBO now.
All right, well I'm going to HBO. Arrow. But for some stupid reason, or I'm not calling it stupid because it's like shit. And also, the Vampire Marcel.
I'm serious.
Okay, and then also like our daughter, like JJ, she wants to watch fucking Interview with the Vampire, and I cannot tell you how proud of a mother I am of her. Because she is interested in that, but she's only interested in that because they made like a show for teens. But she is interested. That is my proudest moment as a mother.
We had a conversation about this. I don't know, it was last week sometime, and I said, if you ever talk to your mom about wanting to watch the movie, she's gonna talk you into Queen of the Damned.
She said, I am telling you. That was my proudest moment of her being a teenager. She came to me and she told me she wanted to watch it. I about fucking cried.
That's after the conversation that we had.
Okay, well, I about fucking
told her to ask you about
I was like, literally fucking when. And then when I told her I had like the saga in a book thing, she was like, you do? And I was like, yeah, you should read it. And I don't know what camera to look in. I was like, you should read it. She was like, oh my God, I want to. I was like, fucking do it. And now she's all about asking me for Harry goddamn Potter. Motherfucking what?
Yeah, she said she wanted to do the Harry Potter thing.
She only wants to do it because the game's coming out. I am telling you right now, it was the proudest moment as a parent who is all about some Anne Rice and vampires. Like, that is the only one that makes sense that I love so much.
I think I understand that because I had the same feeling with the Mass Effect stuff.
And she can't get enough of that. So she needs to actually get on some interview with the vampire stuff, and then oh my god, it's just gonna be so great. And then we're gonna watch Queen of the Damned, and we're gonna watch everything. It's gonna be great. And she's gonna read the book. And so you know that book, that series, the Anne Rice, all that means so much dear to me. Like my father's, the rose is the pressed rose is from his friend, still in that book. Like that's how much that means to me. Like not symbolic, I'm just saying, like that just really means so much. That means a lot to me. And so for her to like
I'm aware.
I know. So for her to like actually
I've known you since we were 15. I've known you since we were 15.
I know. So if she's like genuine and she really wants, that means so much to me. That means a lot.
What?
And then she can listen to all the music, Disturbed and all that, and it'll be great. But she never will, so it's fine. Anyway, we should get back together again, and we should talk about like movies and TV shows, and I can tell you more about vampire stuff, like the CW shows and the originals. I can tell you more about Klaus and Haley and Elijah and Hope that no one cares about, but I do.
For the last couple of weeks, I haven't really been doing a whole lot because I've been like really, really tired. And then I realized why I've been so tired. Because someone reorganized my medicines, and I realized I was taking an extra medicine for about a week or so and didn't realize that I was taking a muscle relaxer every morning.
Yo.
So I'm like, why am I so tired all of a sudden? Yeah, I'm taking a muscle relaxer every morning.
Say that you're fine.
So,
You're not really
sometimes
fine. You
for
just
me.
can't get into it
No,
because
no,
they would never
sometimes.
understand.
That bank account. All right. Well, we'll get back a couple of weeks or so. Oh, you should look up. Never mind.
I'm just looking at you.
You looked at me. He was like ready for me to wrap up. It's fine. So we'll just wrap it up here.
No, just say the thing. You don't have to talk about it. Just say I should look up.
Commercials.
1984. What's it
Kid-
called?
I pay for YouTube Premium, so I don't have to watch commercials.
No, you're so entertaining.
I watch Hulu on my computer because I have an ad blocker, so I don't have to watch commercials. Like,
You gotta check out
Not
Dave's
those
Archive.
kind of commercials.
Dave's Archive is great. It's like commercials, but like.
All right, so let's come back. Let's come back in a couple of weeks. Talk about our
Dave's Archives.
no. Let's come back in a couple of weeks and talk about our
got
favorite
I
shit.
pulled it up. I pulled it up. I will save this. I don't know if I'm gonna watch a lot of this, but I'll watch.
You don't
some.
have to. You don't have to. Let's no, like we're going into like the holiday season. I love it. Like it's fine. So let's like literally come back in a couple of weeks, and pull up our favorite shit that we've seen that's crazy.
Like pick a year and just go with it.
It doesn't even have to be commercials. Let's just come back.
Great.
Shut up. Shut up, but hold on. Let me talk. Let's come back in a couple of weeks and talk about, pull up our favorite shit. Let's talk about it, laugh about it, share it, and discuss it. And then, it'd be like a whole nother thing. Okay.
Sounds good.
Right.
All right. Yeah, but we
Or not.
are-
I don't know.
We are the DigiKast.
We're the DigiKast. We are the DigiKast. And I am Sherry Story. You are.
We Grabo tonight.
And we have a super awesome guest on our show who's apparently, I guess we didn't even realize, never has been on our show. But we thank you so much.
I'm not a guest. I'm family.
Yeah, you're family. So it doesn't even matter if you've never been on the show because you're family, so it doesn't matter. So we thank you for being here with us today. And let the people know who you are and where they can find you.
I'm Scarfinger. All of the social media stuff I talked about earlier, but you can catch the different places where you can see me or hear me. My main podcast is Scarcasm still. It's Scarcasm, and you can find that, and you can find the I get together with a couple of friends and we do reactions to videos now. Is on the Geeks Gone Raw Universe YouTube channel.
We should do that for commercials. But go ahead.
Reactions to commercials. React to 1983 Tonka trucks.
I should probably, depending on how long they are, we might do something like that.
1 minute.
I
1
I
minute.
have
That's it.
and
Yeah,
then
pack all the reaction into that 1 minute.
and then I also do another podcast called is RTO podcast. It was Return to Oswald, where we do reactions to TV shows, and we started off with the show Oz, the HBO show Oz, and we moved through a few different shows. Currently, we are on Counterpart, and Counterpart is really good, but apparently it ended after season 2. But it stars the homie J.K. Simmons.
Okay.
Ooh.
And J.K. Simmons.
Schillinger.
Got that mustache?
Yes, J.K. Simmons is
Oh,
fantastic. He don't have the mustache,
Everything.
but he
Remember the
he
scene where he... Okay, I'm sorry.
No, remember
Yeah.
in
Let him talk.
but yeah, so the RTO podcast, that is the other show that I'm on, and yeah, I'm constantly sitting at this computer doing stuff. So between those and recording the 2 Point Campus videos and all of that kind of stuff, like I feel like I'm constantly sitting here. Some of that stuff is going to slow down because I'm going to get a second job very soon. But
You're here.
but yeah, man, it's just a lot of stuff, and I need to do a link tree so I can just point people to the link tree. I know Rashani does a link tree, so I might be like, yeah, my internet bestie. And yeah, man, I thank y'all for having me on. I strongly I was like, y'all ain't never had me on the show, and I was like, so it was one of those things that I wanted.
We
Sorry,
have a show.
we barely have a show. Yeah.
No, but like y'all keep talking to the DJ dude, and I'm like, no. I'm more important than the DJ dude.
We talked to him twice.
And then we see him every week.
And then what's like a follow up for karaoke?
Yeah.
We don't do
karaoke
podcasts because
hookup.
we always argue.
Mhm.
It's like,
yeah, we got a show idea.
I don't-
and then
I don't miss those days.
bad.
I don't miss those days.
You know how behind the scenes podcasts and stuff be happening.
I don't miss that at all.
Be happening.
all right. Well, anyway, thank you.
Anyway, yeah.
But I will continue to enjoy the content. I'm happy to finally be a part of the show now. And if anytime y'all want me back, when y'all occasionally do a show,
We're gonna come back in like a couple of weeks because we're gonna watch the commercials
All right,
and talk about the TV shows.
We can do that,
Yeah. Same bat time, same bat
but
channel.
we have to figure it out where I can hear it.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't hear nothing.
You don't hear
Oh.
nothing. What?
I ain't like when you play the Crossfire and stuff like that. I ain't hear nothing.
But
I know what it. I know the song. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I used to do a thing with the
Yeah.
All right, so
banana thing.
We'll
and what
practice.
happened.
We'll practice within the next couple of
Okay.
weeks.
Okay, that works.
We'll
right.
practice. And also, I'm sure we'll, be in touch because
Mhm.
we have
Absolutely.
issues. All right, so thank you for being on, and we appreciate it.
Mm.
I am Sherry's Joy. You are.
What? Big Rabo tonight.
And you are our guest, our special guest.
I'm Scarfinger.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And we are all family and we are awesome. So guess what? Love the world.
He's up in the grill.
Gang, gang. I couldn't think of nothing else to say.
Shout out to the Warriors.
Peace out to the. I normally say peace out to the Warriors on my
In the
show.
middle.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Nice.
All right. And then the Stranger
There you
Things
go.
music plays.
All right.
And then you